message and I read it.
Confirm by the end day.
No, can one tell us anymore now?
I said, no, not some of my chapter. No, what are 2 people Moses say, no, also fine, say, and you're saying you're crazy because you're not one for the Indian. You know what so who said the Colonel, but you are missing more than confirm by the Kumasi, so by Shati.
I'll confirm by the fee.
I know, Granga, or Tidamo Kumasi, and you go why you show.
Confirm by the breakfast.
Yes, I'm going to realize to Yamino.
Asempa FM. Confirm.
And yes, I'm going to know.
Yamino makes out of title.
My Alisa, Yami Bessamio. My Alisa, confirm to that you and no one. No one like a movie that. Some of what to Asorium.
Tell me not to sign your way.
So, really, no one or any other press in the bar. That's no more yasso. You have only one of me and not to say Yamino.
None of Tarano.
No man, what do you know, team, full flat apartment, and I'll go 14. Really, confirm from here, so me at the lake. For someone 200 million. Or 200 million to confirm.
And I confirm the team I'm with the league, no.
Or me at the year, the lake. No, that's how I didn't trust me.
Nina, confirm by the count.
Confirm also count.
It is like Skaway and I could come over some with you.
Where you be on the count? Where you be on what to cannot hear? That's a confirm.
Confirm by the sausage, you know, and it's happy and one fan count.
One fan count. He got a count, and it's our application fee. And the Ammo, the Mamma, Sammy, for more than Asiamah for the Bono. Some of the Mamma, and we should tell them, protocol money, or better order that, protocol money, and he said, except no more sports presenters in confirm by the Canada, and no better protocol, and I say, and nobody did for. And one come and you say you receipt, what you are there, and you receipt you do the fan count. Now,
yes, confirm by Asiamah, okay, Ukano, Movie Ukano, Mosako Sani, has me show me.
Okay, since I don't tell you in a good more talk, come on, Danasi. Only be Waka, I see our shot. Debbie, only be or Danasi, you and one.
Another pack, and also them who are sausage little up, no, you
said them, Gono said, you're also passing now away. We are the another ring, and Zuma, for Zuma. And
it's a confunding or a spiritual coach.
I said, no, boom. When I want to make him out 2 hours a day, the team shows that. If I'm wrong.
Asemia Dio.
Asemia Dio, and some more, Mother. Papa, maybe you are waiting, you might get to me later. Somebody send what any good no. And only how would you have to know?
Resort to young players. Football is for young players. And I had this policy in where I was starting. If you ask them, I always said that any player over 30 years is no longer a footballer, but a politician. He's coming to destroy your team for you. They will come with agitations and all kinds of things. With due respect, it's not a rule of general application, but invariably it happens in most cases.
Hello, good morning, Pablo Aima.
Yes, I. This
is Kweku Holison, aka Emotional Intelligence of Latin.
Yeah, Kweku Holison, Emotional Intelligence. I'm a Yadao Bruta.
Say, when you say give me a bonny about Kotokone has been benefit according to condemnation style. How are they? Only means here, investment. So, you say PSG and right, they win an investment. Investment, sure. She come getting for years, you know. Me not so say things don't go semi-finals of Champions League will be an investment in PSG. Don't you, sir?
Yeah.
Yes, but one say one player can make a difference, and I'm a
yeah.
Yes, one single player, one player. Into Kotokoni has a friend is saying Bensford, Bensford can a investment. Investment and El Hali $30 million, and you just say Kotoko $10 million. Kotoko may need even $5 million and can compete. Do you remember, say, Germany and Ghana ball? The scores was 2-2. But me were on the foot of play. Not German player, barely one of my Ghana player, be salary. So,
yeah.
But yet, the scoreline, we were even leading 2-1. If not for maybe a course or camp, I would have won that particular match. Meanwhile, Germany were the eventual winners of the cup.
Yeah.
Yes, but it's a talent in Ghana. Wow. Baka investment and send a bear Kotokoni as a bit to make player $2,000, $3,000. Local players, a lot of them will stay in this country and play for us. But Thatcher Burns will say, our winning the FA Cup will make our Africa more attractive than even nations don't bear. That is called the
Emotional intelligence.
Bible said, suddenly, it has something to do with time. But anytime there's a sudden action, it means the one who is but the recipient have no idea of it. Watch it. People will be jealous of you suddenly because of your fire. Some of them, they will refuse to answer your greetings. It's not your beauty, your fire. There are some of them, they will refuse to say hello. It's not anger, it's your fire. Because the fire will trigger suddenly. Am I communicating here? When they are ready to frustrate you, don't keep your fire down. Pray suddenly. In your car, when you feel the need to pray, pray suddenly. At home, when you have the desire to pray, pray suddenly. When you are looking into people's faces and you are not comfortable with them, pray suddenly. When you enter somebody's house and you don't love the environment, pray suddenly. When you are doing that sudden prayer, there's a sudden God that hears sudden prayers and will answer the prayer suddenly. I came to tell something to somebody that says the Lord of hosts, by the closure of this night, something will happen suddenly. God will visit you suddenly. Fire was part of suddenly.
Iman International, the super Iman International. Was Yabi Salah?
Only sports night in
fire.
International Iman. International Iman. You got it? More fire. More fire. Wajini too. International Iman. International Iman. More fire. More fire. More fire.
This is how we do it. This is how we go. This is how we rock. This is how we roll. This is how we do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. It's going down now and not a tad bit later. All around the world, both sides of the equator. Terrorize the funk, call me Bootsy Al-Qaeda. I verify that I got lots of hooches on data. Southern California, blackout be the Terminators. We the exterminators. Invade you like the Raiders. Ignore all the haters. Inform all the latest. It's going down now and not a tad bit later. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1,
Yamawate, Emma Wakwaba, Ahaya Asempa 94.7 FM, Asempa FM Scoreboard. Unum say Edu Sunday say dia, a good yamunsam and a tenas eba na enkosi se non du ba ko bebone de na say den sam no eba be somo papa dia me jeso e James Asiamah ubetimi afram international Aima Pablo Aima na ma je so yabi salasi ai baby awo biara no say bar drinking bar chop bar sawotekamu na wabuya tumu na utie Asempa FM na yede Scoreboard enso eba besom wo yabaka say baby awo bia no yama good morning amu amotekamu no ayetia driver no na yetia passengers for ni nyina oh ye ni mudi o am said ya me hu ni din pa no o de kwabna ma wusa kwabna teka ni mu bi a che se mo konkoko mo amokota kurade no nso no ye tia mo pa koforidiafo mu nyina mo amoso mo kwa Madina abri mu nyina ye tia mo pa ye Onyankopon amfa mo kodu baby amoko jojo pa anekwasie Asedan konfama Twedi ampo Onyankopon basayi adom senam na adomara kwa eso na nei yetinkwam moja edi emu afrisane na sabani bianka ya oh awrade Deɛ bɛka ne sɛ yɛda wase o Awurade yɛda wase o Yee Awurade yɛda wase divine selection no akanya pa anka yense yemfata enye ya nwofe enye yenimudie eyanyankopon na adumara kwa ekwani mabue me sports director Samuel Kwadadi Yurenchi Obomachidom me sports head Professor Ike Wallace Agudie Klache Eric Asiedu Buadi Kejuana Nkasa Deputy Head of Sports and also Obomachidom and a team ni nyina odifo wa hanom Joel and so ewa hanom achese omu nyina totoniama and mosquito skiru and also ewa efie hanom and I yɛde nsɛm no ɛbrɛw abedwafo atena se onim sɛ bedikan akwamanone lega tele akasia nankasa no yɛde results ɛne de apie mu nyinaa ɛde ɛba na wahu dia ɛkɔ English Premier League onim sɛ matches ahodoɔ no kɛse paa baako etodwa ndra obra Chelsea ɛtra Stamford Bridge uti ukrum bridge na bubu Stamford Bridge pa ma Manchester United ebe so mo baako a omo antimi ante enen so no tele baako eno so no top form no Etihad Manchester City tenase no ne Arsenal enso e dia boy ni amisti ewo fie hanomo sanso na Kwame Bensford enso ewo efie hanomo oko Spain Copa del Rey final enso etodwa Atletico Madrid enso edia wo from pa Real Sociedad aye omo ho anwea ehonsam etesen yede eba German Bundesliga Italia Serie A Congo Casio and a French Ligue 1 ni nyina no yede eba CAF Champions League and a CAF Confederation ehonsam enso ewa ha oba efie nsam no nso emu a onum se Ghana and then ya pau coach Fofora all the Carlos Queiroz the right man obetimi aboa ama Ghana ya nisu ade hunu no etimi abamu ana said ya honsam tie nyina no ya besanimu ama wahu dia eko Ghana Black Maidens omo bo World Cup qualifiers omadikani Togo akobo akoshe Togo akamienu ama omantimi ante endra ewo Accra Sports Stadium no so no omasa achira mbobre eka ensia ema Togo for entimi ensimu adabraka ehonsam enso wa hanom coach Joe Nana Adakwa wakasa yede honsam nyina ede eba MTN FA Cup semi final no so etimi etodwa ehonsam ewa hanom sansona emano Women's FA Cup no so no ehonsam ewa hanom Dominic Frimpong Brekum Chelsea Osi akan na emimfo eto se kai so na etuo kan ablantie ya chese ofri mu no ho update nyina no maboaboa no a me de eba Augustin Boa na Afredamo ha omo de munkyere mu nyina e de aba theatre si it park Obeti coach Abiu saw the drawing board eba now Professor Ike Wallace this is what you don't know and so the aba mamidi kan ko abedwafo honomo na me ma o makwa aba na yewia ye de nsam no the amawo empathy for mam good morning pacho what is saying
Nyamadomboko
Ewurade Nyankopon ya feel pa
Miss Mafimo
is it una international no
and Debbie
una international and Debbie out in the media
look for me here and I want international
they said the international no I look out
international
I say me mo imagine international ya bomb ni ase na yi sa atare sa no me mo mi local and I call me Benz for the senior misty no mumo international so mo ko ben is any sima no multiplay mu so mo ko ben nana wakwaba ye do nyankopon ase eso de waba asomwe mu na fenso nana ya feel pa senior misty nana na apom to say
yeah I'm on we are going here but just code kakra na ye ha me ano pay
honam na te se lolly car
bro
honam na te se car do be bia o say yeah so maintenance
na so ho ye
nyankopon do me ho ye pa
baby girls no mo ho ye
obia ho ye me na fofo ni nyina obia ho ye
na I'm a menchia pepeni crudely on say me fugu ya mahye no
ai
pepeni clothing or East Legon oh no the man say nana pese o testimata de ni bi na menhwe
pepeni clothing
e wo East Legon so e pepeni nti
efo
if you know of ton
efepa
we dana say no power na mention say yankopon enkoso nchira no na o tie de scoreboard there every Sunday morning bia
pepeni clothing efe papa efe
yenchana no
na me nim say o she we abanka me so me share me de no bae
ze de o ne me na e challenge
pepeni clothing wa ya de ba o efe pepeni clothing e mi jidi say jo ne champion man o my bibia
jo de me trust na
why say oni odi for na partner pa o no mo de o mo ntoma sie ni nti mi jidi so mbe ye nkonya no because me hu jo me hu ai kote ya champion man commentator ba ko fe ono na me hu so no etototo ni ama ne ade the senior misty say me kwaba
Cobra yeso
microphone aye hu pa o
dey
aye tricky
dey
aye EPL no
tricky awen fa
yeah wa Arsenal ne Manchester City
uguzo kan league na sem
me say last week microphone send me message ni adie
na sem na
catch that misty say Arsenal we dey do there trans ya me answer ba be show mo kuro mu dey we dey aye dem pa Champions League class a three form bobo
omo support Arsenal omo no support Arsenal omo bibi ne kogu akire
oh sir
omo bibi ne nkoyi enye so mo papa say Arsenal nkwaje dabi
investment na nko
enye opepa no omo de kasa
yawo
omo de yawo enye opepa no de kasa enye opepa kura
Mr. Bekumio edi munyina ya say yawo mo de yawo pa de kasa enye mo de kogu akire ma Arsenal na je say ajugu ye nti yawo pa
say Arsenal bo mo meboa en tu say on for bet na o timo wo soro we mu da 12 don't me do that first no and no do bet no nti ye no anya se no se ka Arsenal e ma nya ne sika na Arsenal lusu we ni ko attach na mo pe
okay ona unso wakaza mo
legi na sai
ono wakaza mo pa ono wakaza mo enti no sana tie ya beba amisti hono mo na de ekonyina no wamaya hu eso ewo hono mo enti ya de tum na ya gura mu ewo amanone ekakra na ese games ahodo etodwa ni nyina no ya de ni nyina enso ede amamo ewo hono mo
Iman International, the super Iman International was ya be Salah
no do to make kind of only sports 94.7
fire
international Asiamah. International Asiamah. You got it?
Everywhere you go,
International Asiamah. International Asiamah.
Okay, more fire. Dear Nami and Fangram, Frank Lake na honso no de PM hono no yemfa ni nyina emfa ntodwa emfa emma Friday night football etimi etodwa wo bra lens wrong omo etrafie ese miensa emma tulu etimi etie kanimu eye mienu na adeache endra no rore enso etrafie ese mienu emma Marcel entumi ensi ekanimu adabraka enti Olympic Marcel omo akodi incho lore ahye womo ama che say efikasiemfo esempotwa no omesan dane pa de abaha no mo Angels na say anje etrefie ese baako ama Le Havre enso ese baako Lille Metropole enso etrefie omo anhyebi sanso na OGC Nice enso entumi anhyebi nil ena etimi epiemu ewo ho no ma ne Sunday games a ebetodwa no enie AS Monaco etrefie na one AJ Oze ede aboni 1 p.m. ena sa game no ebetodwa Ment enso etnase no ne Paris FC 3:15 ena sa game no enso ebetodwa Nantes ene Brest 3:15 hono bread na breast say odi omo no mo ma mo nt ni we no ema na ye English are you for na ye na ha na ma ti no e ka na say ti no so ka ho dia na e ka asem pa Nantes ene breast at the boy nipa 3:15 and at the game no ebetodwa Strasbourg and so etnase na on the start Rennes and so at the boy 3:15 Paris Saint-Germain and the Olympic Lyon 6:45 and as game no ebetodwa Parc des Princes into sa game no a big game pa chese no etodwa and so French League anymore chese mede ehonsam and so de mawo na Wednesday Paris Saint-Germain assign any Nantes at the bebo near 5 p.m. and as game no ebetodwa na bra and so long and so at the abone 6:45 and no ebe Friday na sana ya wuramu and so Saturday into no sana and also esifa etia Maccabi and so de achrewo ma yenhwe said ya table no so no esifa etia tentamara so no PSG Paris Saint-Germain edikan 63 points Law etoso mienu 62 points na Paris Saint-Germain about 27 matches and Law for about 29 matches Lille Metropole omo about 30 matches 54 points Marseille and so etoso 30 matches 52 points Olympique Lyonnais etoso enum about 29 matches 51 points intino ukopiemu French League na sana hono so no ehonsam etia Maccabi ede achrewo mayenkopiemu Italia Serie A Congo Casio nimu na ehonso no ayeden papa se tare se kutu se bam Friday night football etodwa ema Sassuolo etrefie ese mienu ema Como etie kanimu eye baako amfa makomu International Milan and so no etrefi esemiensa ema Cagliari and to me and see ekanimu adabraka international epiemu Friday no ena maka ede achrewo Saturday no eye endra no adene say Udinese etrefi omo anhyebi Parma ese baako ewo ho no ntino sana etimi ekopiemu na ukopiemu ewo Stadio Diego Armando Maradona Naples hono Italy mountains Napoli etnefie ma Lazio esemu mienu a omantimi ante omantimi ensimu adabraka entini Napoli etnefie ma Lazio esemu mienu a chese enusubre pa ma senkrofoni ma hono mo sansra AS Roma enso etnefie se baako ma Atlanta enso ese baako Stadio di Olimpico Roma sana chese eno so no ekopiemu honomo ntino Italy for ne de na chese omo de ade nipa na yankrofo ene games ebetodwa ni Cremonese Transno ni Torino 10:30 am Hellas Verona and AC Milan 1 p.m. Pisa enso Transno ni Genoa de abani 4 p.m. and asa game no ebetodwa Juventus the Old Ladies of Italian football Transno ni Bologna de abani 6:45 and asa game no enso ebetodwa nyame boachna Lecce Transno ni Fiorentina de abani 6:45 p.m. and as a game no and also no ebetodwa chese Maccabi and so ede achrewo mayenhwe said ya table no so no esifa etie ewo Italia Serie A Congo Casio no emu Inter Milan ehuri edikan 78 points Napoli etoso mienu ewo 66 points AC Milan etoso eyemiensa ewo 63 Juventus etoso 60 points intine Como ababetosu enum ewo 58 Roma etosu ensia 58 Atlanta etosu enson 54 Intino Italia Serie A Congo Casio no sana eho ensam etie intino Inter Milan omatwimu papa Inter Milan onu decline 78 points na Napoli otoso mienu no krampo no was 66 into 12 points and Inter Milan atwimu achese kamia kwakoye se de adu de Inter omo age league na anesa ewo Italia Serie A Congo Casio ni mu ai omaje anesa bi am atwimu 12 points mo transfer ye Arsenal de ye yiri ara se etoje mo ewogidie nso wo mumu se enya ade ne se mo be ye Arsenal de ni bi ai ewogidie wo mumu papa Arsenal for na atena se ayesa na mumu de ni se enya ade ne se mo be tena se nta yeta mo chipa Arsenal for na ma ya akoma yale ye papa yekopie mu ewa German Bundesliga no emu Friday night football etodwa St. Pauli etra se esha bako ema FC Cologne enso no esha bako ewo honomo na endra no games a etodwa no enie Union Berlin etrafie esha bako ema Wolfsburg esha mienu Bayer Leverkusen enso etrafie esha bako ema Augsburg esha mienu Tibe Arena na ya babe show di asem kura ni Tianjin Hofien enso etrafie esha mienu ema Borussia Dortmund ebio Borussia Dortmund asan lusu last week elusu this week esan elusu sa Werder Bremen etrafie shemiensa ema Hamburg SV enso no etie kanimo baako Eintracht Frankfurt etrafie ema RB Leipzig eshamumiensa ema mote kanimo baako ene Sunday games a ebetodwa no enie Freiburg etrase na one Hendhem ede abani 1:30 p.m. ena sa game no ebetodwa Bayern Munich etrase no ne VfB Stuttgart enso ede abani 3:30 p.m. ena sa game no ebetodwa Borussia Mönchengladbach enso ene Mainz 5:30 p.m. ena sa game no ebetodwa ewo Borussia Park Mönchengladbach ena sa game no eno so no ebetodwa Jesse Maccabi enso ede achre wo into German Bundesliga no sana enso etie table no as usual Bayern Munich edikan 76 points Borussia Dortmund etosumi 64 RB Leipzig enso no etosumi 59 Stuttgart etoso 956 Hoffenheim etoso enum 54 Bayer Leverkusen etoso ensia ewo 52 intino sana ehono nso no etia chese mabowu mu papa na die Bayern Munich omo ena chese German Bundesliga no de omo fa nsa na enentia yensa kan se omo no edia ye tro nso omo no shield na ya no omo sa omo trophy no na edia de tro wo so no ayema entino mpanifo se yebesa ma mo trophy no efoforo na yasase asan didi no asan atro ewo ho nti dia efri Germany mountain so a eba eno no achese Maccabi ede akre wo na yenkopie mu ewo na Spain league ni ho Spain league ni ho no mo de wo mu ne se omobo Copa del Rey etimi etudwa na Atletico Madrid ene Real Sociedad ene Tiboeni na first minute na Real Sociedad for ase na 19th minute na Ademola Lookman wababete ekano 45+1 Isabel Spanish ni ablant no bobo kwa se kutu tuntun jinani mu ono mo a zanya sam keto akra penalty and the twatna and the Real Sociedad for no na 83rd minute and Julian Alvarez ebete ekano ye na say akwakoye 2-2 na say atopreko bonsama Josu etimi ekoso eno ena nam so ema Real Sociedad ese 9 ema Atletico Madrid ese miensa intino Copa del Rey no adenis the Real Sociedad for abomhomaden age ewo hono intino enra final etodwa no ena chese mabomu a enye ketwa kra yenkopie mu ewo the almighty EPL English Premier League no enso emu na hono so no fixtures atele pa na etimi etodwa na chese na enyasam ketwa kra Brentford etrefie omo anhye bi sanso na Fulham enso no entimi anhye bi ewo hono mo Elland Road Leeds United SMensa Emma Wolves enso no entimi ansi ekanim adabra ka St James Park no Newcastle etrefie Emma Bournemouth esamumienu Emma mote ekanim eye ba ko ena Tottenham Hotspur Stadium Tottenham Hotspur etrefie semienu Emma Brighton and Hove Albion enso no esemienu Tottenham for the ese enim say we do mu krakram transfer man krofo tete kai sai edi asem kra ni disabi kolusuye enim say we the first game ewo home no ka be di nkunim nanso ne first game ewo ni home no wasan abodro ntino de ekoi de Tottenham Hotspur de I had this kopie mu championship ni mu pa big game no so etimi etoja Chelsea Football Club at Stamford Bridge and Manchester United at the boy ni pa na sa game no ano dim pa Chelsea Matheus Cunha 43rd minute say Bruno Fernandes assister or the man no or say no ram yeah Chelsea come here omo ntimi anti ekano ntino sana eno so no ekoye ewo ehonomo ene games a ebetodwa no eni Aston Villa etnase no ne Sunderland the bracket enso no ede boy ni pa ena Everton enso no etnase no ne Liverpool 1 p.m. and a sad game no ebetodwa Nottingham Forest and Burnley and also 1 p.m. at the Etihad Stadium Manchester City etnase no ne Arsenal at the Abani 3:30 p.m. and a sad game no ebetodwa na nyame bo chara Crystal Palace and West Ham United and so no at the Abani na ahead of the game and no ebetodwa no Manchester City na one Arsenal at the Abani no and no and a Pep Guardiola ono akasa Ateta enso akasa ewo honum na Pep Guardiola o si say against Arsenal so omo ansha league no so omo beje trophy no eye over epa edema omo Manchester City for niente dia Pep Guardiola or the etudwa
yeah, obviously if we lose it's over, but the other two results, knowing that Arsenal didn't win Bournemouth, still have games to play. 6 games is a lot in our calendar, especially it's terrible. We say in the Everton away, Bournemouth away, Aston Villa the last game at home, apart of course Barley's and Crystal Palace and Brentford at home. So Crystal Palace, what's going on, Aston Villa and Crystal Palace in Europe, so still many things to do.
To any summer Pep Guardiola and so Eddie to Ateta and also Arsenal coach and also no Nensama or the Tujano and say our ball against the best club England one and the best coach and so on Ansono or say our some bomb na omudi enkunim ewo enumu.
It's certainly the most important one because it's the next one. So we have earned the right to be in this position, to be challenging, and with the possibility to win and the opportunity to win on Sunday, arguably against the best team and the best manager that this league has ever seen, and that's a huge privilege. And we cannot wait to play the game. We're going to prepare the game to win it, that's for sure. And we see it as a big opportunity for us. We prepare every game to win. That's what we are, where we are, and we're going to continue to do the same. I mean, our team has to give us every tool, every element that we need to go and win it, and we will have a very, very strong opponent. We know that in front of us, but we've been doing it for 9 months. In every context, we have played a lot of games against them, and we know what we have to do.
Entino Mikel Arteta also Nensama Oditudra and so and on Entino Yazadi mu papa match anticipating papa a game and for train power money a woman pa way ebe decider no way ebe decider no pa Manchester City and Arsenal ewo Etihad Stadium at 3:30 p.m. and then sa game no eno etudwa mami mbu maketem na memfa championship and fan tudwa na Frank Lampard Coventry City eho ena chese ojiremu a enye ketwa kra obon homodin pa a chese enye ketwa na nabi mami Mr. Mamini kan emfa table no mo mfa mango mami mfa table no ewo EPL no mo mfa ntudwa ansa na makọ Frank Lampard so Arsenal edikan almost 70 points Manchester City etoso mienu ewo 64 points na Arsenal about 32 games Arsenal about 32 games was 72 points 70 points manu kokotria ye kamidibi kan ho de amomo manu kokotria almost 70 points City for mu fanchame nkame ya twimu pa na City etoso mienu was 64 points na City about 31 games more outstanding ebo City outstanding ebo nti so omu wini kura si ya no points na 6 points o so City winning na obeko 67 na se points no akwakoye 3 na se City esanko winning outstanding na se waba 70 as agrono it is anatie analysis no nti City omoseble esom nsa Arsenal fonso no omoseble ehye onu nsa Arsenal nya draw kra na ebia no de ebetimi aboam no mo hweso edim kunim wini omo matches ni nyina nkonza nkonkolusu we Arsenal for metimi kra abehye City no makolusu omo ayi kra ma City kra san fa Arsenal for oh Debbie Manchester United Arabe toso me 58 points Aston Villa and so toso and I 55 points Liverpool toso enum 52 Chelsea toso ensia our 48 Brentford toso and so our 48 Bournemouth toso watwe our 48 Brighton and Hove Albion toso and Kro 47 Everton and so no toso edu our 47 points into no hono so sana etia say Mekabi ede achre wo ewo show no so ntia one dey aye say tare papa say ene na Merseyside derby no so eba so Everton and Liverpool 1 p.m. and achese betodwa nti big game back when no so no etodwa no Merseyside derby Everton and Liverpool nti no sanete afei menko Frank James Lampard ono so Coventry City no 25 years and in Coventry City omo efi EPL no no oma qualifier chese James Lampard ono na chese why sa bakwasem no epa ayiye ewo honomo na after say omo qualify ababe piemu ewo EPL no Frank James Lampard nensama odi tudwa eni.
Oh yeah, I mean incredible moment. Because we had a game gone and you worry because we weren't, at our fluid best, but we were pushing a lot. But the quality of the ball in, the power of the header, which Bobby's done for us a good few times, but what it means to the club. After that, we had to sit out. We didn't know whether to attack or to stay on the ball or whatever. I was like, go on, have another go, but don't lose it.
That was surreal. Michael was the same. He was like, get forward. Go on, have a go.
I didn't know what advice I should give then, but it's what it's about, coming here and getting a point at this point of the season is not easy, and the stresses and strains and the worries and everything, we knew we were very nearly there, but to get it over the line like this for this club after 25 years, wow, I mean, that.
Until Lampard, I don't know, 25 years. Now let me ask about question na chese wa ya dear pa Shannon so as the Ghanaian connection and so e wo hono mo pa Brandon Thomas Asante ono esiakan edema Coventry City na chese na oya instrumental player pa okahu bi pa ni impact eka ho enema Coventry City abebe piemu ewo EPL no mu na 16 goals involvement and chese ablante no otimi eye wo hono mo 12 goals 4 assists out of 29 matches. Brandon Thomas Asante Ghanaian Abrante no a boy edema Coventry City no and I just say no abua ama Coventry City etimi abebe piemu ewo English Premier League ni mo a chese yade latest no enso ede ama wo enche meko amesti honomo na makona na Kwame Benford no nso honomo na chese dia ekono yehu enso ewo honomo CAF Confederation semi-final eneno yehwe Zamalek Friday no omane Belouizdad edibo ani ekwaye 0-0 neno eye second leg ena chese na etimi etodwa enso ewo honom na unim se Zamalek fo no na omadikan ase baako ama chese Belouizdad fo no nso no na omo entimi ante ewo ho no ntino ne no Zamalek for enso no etimi advance e de akakopie mu ewo the next stage of air competition ewo ho no mo na o say Olympic de Safi ene USM Oja e de ebo ani na nso no ya postpone eye game no ene okay ya de asenne Leo Sanka ekoso enra nemu no yade asenne 7 p.m. ena Olympic de Safi ene USM Oja enso ede ebeboani ewo honomo ntino yehwe dia eno nso no ebepie ewo ehonomo na chese yehu dia eno nso no eko ewo ehonomo ntino sana eno nso no esifa etewei CAF Confederation ena mede ama no CAF Champions League eno nso no etimi etodwa endra no Mamelodi Sundowns etnefie esebako ema Esperance de Tunis entimi NC ekanimu adabraka ewo honomo nti 2-0 on aggregate no adane se Mamelodi Sundowns enso no etimi akon enso ehwese omobeko omanimu epa eyiye ewo honomo RS Bekani enso etnefie esebako ema FAR Rabat from Morocco entimi ante na Bekani ekopie mu Morocco no FAR Rabat for esom 2-0 entino se Bekani ase Rabat for 1-0 2-1 an aggregate in favor of FAR Rabat entino omo ena omo ekwakopie mu enso ewo hono mo ne Mamelodi Sundowns ense ebe den papa chese menso mede amawo ewo ehono mo aka mesima kakra bi na chese memre no enso no asoa anesa kasima kakra bi na memre no enso aso na onim se Ghana ma memfa efie die no kakra emproprom sanse edan a misty otache amano ne na efie die no so no obetie simu kakra nti ma medi kan fa efie die no so kakra emfa nso mo na kwa amene amisti ne mo tafre ho a na oma tafre eno so no e de aka ho papa ha tofe ha na bibia enso etimi aye kama papa Blasters of Ghana ene ye hwe nim se World Cup no ye betimi akobo ye ho modern pa na Carlos Queiroz waba idea wodo betuto to last week ni ebobo ni adia coaches bebre na so mpanifo say Carlos Queiroz ono ena chese omo ede no aba chese oba be head coach etiama the Blasters of Ghana no World Cup no ono ena de kwakopie mu ewo the mundial no na 4 months ena mpanifo ede amano so onhwe ni mu nti ense kan ze nkrofo bisa accountability sikani ade na mwe ma ne say $100,000 dollars ena mpanifo say bia month bia no omo ne ebama no ewo ho no ntini sana eno so no etie ewo ho no amaka bi ede akere wo Antoine Semenyo ono so akwakoye interview pa na ose Ghana yani England game no ose emu beye din papa beye tare eno akire no no kan di to dwase ba Ghana hanuma ose ye pe football pa anti Ghana the pressure ewa hanuma pa Antoine Semenyo nin samnie.
Who's in Ghana's group?
Panama, England.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I forgot you've got England.
Wow, it's going to be tough, but I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. And in Ghana especially, the expectation is every ball I touch has to be in it. Yeah. Like, if it's not, you're crap, you're this, you're that. No, that's how they are, yeah.
Really?
Like, they love football over there. Football's everything. So when we don't do well, it's like a meltdown in Ghana, seriously. Yeah. So there is a lot of pressure.
Think he can handle the pressure?
Yeah, but he's handling the pressure so far.
Yeah.
Like, so...
It is Semenyo ena wote ne nkano Antoine Semenyo ena wakasa kama and so ewo ho no nkrofo pi ena akasa ede afa coach ne de no ne ade a ebi se ye mitisi kurom kurampo ene Ghana fo ekodi nkomo ya bubo bobia ne ade a de akere mo mitisi kurom no ya bubo bobia ede amamo ntino yensan enko yesansa ebre no ebre ba mo a me bebo Ghana fo ebi se ye ebi nso se nye ebi se we experience but ebi se na experience no trophies and said that in him World Cup 16 times. Ya send 4, wa draw 4, wa lose 8. Ya wa send 19 goals and wa concede 19 goals. Nkrofo say sa records no there omunya yi. But sure penny no so our experience obi wa coach Real Madrid paying. I assistant coach Asiamah Fegi enso paying. Our Manchester United aswe na coach o man no South Africa, Egypt ni mu nyina coach wo no mo Portugal national team no ni nyina wakochi wom na say akochi Cristiano Ronaldo ni mu nyina and nkrofo se oyade obeboa kochi saya point enyina no yeso no na ne CV e wosoro pa se CV na bobo se nya CV na bobo ebre ne nkra bia ne be kire mpanifo atena se epa eyi enso e wo hono mo nti ade no hana amisi asemo afedi amisi so ade no metewa masum so odifo mo check bibia se dem kama pa dem kama dem anse jama bia na we na ye bo no etino bibia fine e wo fie ha no ye damase pa se edu ba bi na se technical problem bia amotro ede eba minu ya wotro ye de baye ya damas pa ya damas nti technicians no hwe na omatimi atoto niama ede amayen ewo honomo yenkopie mu ewo the Black Maidens of Ghana ya na 17 unim say World Cup qualifiers ya ni Togo edikan eko Togo omo honomo first leg na yeso mu 2 amache so omatimi ante endra ewo Accra Sports Stadium no adene say yesan echi Togo for eyo omo ho anwea 6-0 and I timi esha womo into Ghana ya qualify achese ye kwako piem into the next stage of air competition ya ne Libya and ede ekwako boy ni ewo honomo intino 8-0 on aggregate in Ghana ya koya nim coach Nana Adakwa Nana Adakwa ono ena ye coach and so edema Ghana ai ona de ye coach edema ono aka ede atudwa say Ghana henka ya kuma ntumpa na your next opponent no ye bebo moden na yetimi ahye wonu mo pa ntu bia enka na kuma ento ne yamtino Nana Adakwa ono enso ne nsama eno so no odi tudwa enso eno no MTN FA Cup eno so no etimi etudwa MTN FA Cup etimi etudwa kama enye ketwa kra aduana shocking results pa enetimi APM Nations FC echi aduana eye omo ho anwea papa eso mo baako aduana enso no entimi ante eka no na eho no so no Chuba Aristica ono eye coach edema aduana ono so no etimi echire na adwen after say ono etimi edi ntwe wo ho no ma wantimi anje bonsu ano anase wantimi ankopiemu ebo final no.
It's coming after one mistake from our defensive line. You see is the difficult about Alex, our captain today. It's an injury and I try put the Raymond central defender, but he have the mistake from the first 50-minute opponent is take the score. After I coming also from Anoche, one central defender is a calibration the game, but our middle and attacking line today is not have the more inspiration from the last pass. More last pass is coming the mistake and no have
into the Chuba Aristica on your coach Edema Diana and somebody to John on a friend Paul Manso see your coach Edema Nations FC after so no Eddie Kunima Okopim final no so in
the league we were struggling, but in the FA Cup we won almost our game. We didn't lose any game except for our quarter-final game against Chelsea, which we drew and then won on penalty. But I'm telling you, the boys were also the anger. You can see hunger, you can feel it from the boys. They wanted to play this game. The team has never won a trophy, and now they are in the finals. So that alone gave them the motivation to also go for the kill.
Okay, into from Paul Manson, I attend in Kano. Nice, no. Friday matches etimi etodwa no na me de ho nkomo ade ama match etodwa ewo MTN FA Cup semi-final eno etodwa ewo Scoreboard Sports Stadium na se ho nsam eno no endra no so no Dreams FC ene me de ma enso ede bani eno second semi-final eno so no etimi etodwa na chese akansie no ko na wie ye no Dreams FC esemiensa emma mediama enso no etie kanimo mienu achese akwai ahreho samopa setawe enso ewo honomo na Ibrahim Tanko oni a coach Edema Mediama announcing nsama odi to after the game.
I think so, because when you look at our starting 11 we have almost a new team which I trust them because the quality is also high, but unfortunately like you said the first 10-15 minutes was very not so good from us, but I think after we did very well, and then at the end, unfortunately, we couldn't qualify to the finals, but I think we have to only put it aside and then concentrate on the league.
Etiano no oh boy you pa cup game MTN Cup trophy ka CSA e Ghana hanumo obetimi akwa Africa o say me ko use me second team and a boy yanu we there. Oh okay I told you onu ne ho onu ho John Entry captain Edema Dreams FC ono so no after the game in
I think I would say we feel very happy to go into the final, and I think of course it was a very difficult game, and then we did all we could, and in the end we were victorious. So I would say we are very happy to go into the final. Sure, I think it did. Winning the league game against them was a positive something for us, that coming into this game it gave us morale to come and win this game also. So winning them in the league, I think, gave us something positive. Sure, looking at nations, I would say they have a very good team. We played them in the league. I think we have played them twice, and it was a very difficult game. So going into the final with them, we need to really prepare very well, be focused, and then play as a team to win the trophy. So I would say it's not going to be an easy game, but in the end, we need to do all our best to win.
Entino John Entry or Tebrofo Papa. A couple players at Tebrofo or Ghana Hanuman has a John Entry or Cahu. It is my minfa and so hakakra. Me were an 13 milo. Me woman so a dear Hanumo pa. Me woman so dear said a sign assassin, a babak, a pa a ye, na me woman some a Hanumuti. Me bow Honomunamu Bibiana and I'm in Trimuansa. And at 13, a Milo championship. Me fa ntwim wo senior minister say me fa ntwim we Nestle Ghana Milo under 13 Champions League Asempa 94 a launch kama o launch ne fe yeah no fine say enya sam ketwa kra we Champions League we no head office e wo Accra Milo for no head office e Accra and say pa eho entoma e pa eye na ya schedule is 20th to 25th April 20th to 25th April e wo Asiamah Stadium April e wo Asiamah and say e betimi atodwa nti ene 19th ochira 20th April. Inti HSA Beshasi and Yamiboa or China 16 basic schools. 16 basic schools. And I say ya draw on more across all the regions. Ewo Ghana Hanumo and omo echo compete our Champions League. And no etujwa Milo and 13 no and no mpanifo atimi alanche ewo honomo na event no Steven Apia eko hobi Asamwajan and so etimi eko hobi achese omo ne nkwala no eko didi nkomo interact here with omo kwasho omo nkran say omo so no omo esase say eno nyankopon ayo onomo adomo achese omo so no etimi eduru sam pempenso a omo so edu ekire say omo so no ebo omo moden na achese omo yire onomo ho a omo so no ebekɔyie pa na Asamwajan ekasaye abra okopie mu adwumadi na se nsama ode tudwa no enie.
Honestly, I'm very, very happy to be part of the Milo Champions League because talking about grassroots football, that is the way to go. And I've been supportive with grassroots football since, and I've also been part of it. So very, very happy to be part. And this is a good initiative, and I'm very, very happy to be part. Very, very important for Ghana, especially because talking about Milo Champions League, we've got a lot of players who are already playing in the national team. They've discovered a lot of talent, not only in football, different activities. You know, so I think it's a very good thing for Ghana. This initiative started way back, and I'm a product of Milo. You know, so it's something that has been very, very important for us, and we are very, very grateful. My advice to the young ones is to be very, very determined. Of course, education is the key. You know, they have to be very, very determined, very, very humble, and more dedicated. You know, humble means, you know, when you go to the trade.
Okay, and the former Blasters captain Asamwajan and our ten in Canada, Mutimi Kopimu, Ewo Honomo, We make bepong for and a 13 no almost ultimate by GB oh Ghana san kwa mono ndi kura san kwa ya dio bepong Methodist bepong Methodist that time me work no omo ya de pa mo ya de 2016 15 mu ono mo na melo no omo bobo no pa yi enti no sana ho no so no ho nsamate ma me fan so ha me wo man no women's FA Cup no enso e wo ha no mo achese eno so no enya ketwa kra ampem dakoa ladies ene hazakers ladies na coaches mienu no akasa ne eno so no ebetodwa e wo Swedro Sports Stadium mamenko amesti no mo akire me de eno so ebeba coach enso no enam kwan so drawing board ebeba wa kwan mu sanso na this is what you don't know and so ebeba wa kwan mu dia me just ye James Asiamah obetimi afrem international Asiamah live on YouTube Asempa 94.7 FM Asempa 94.7 FM YouTube one mo ko a na the comment e de ato one me beje brani akenkan de ama sign share the link share the link share ma unuan sanka na je say ye kwaya nimu anesa 0551 22 48 22 and ye text message and na say we an SMS and na say WhatsApp na je say ye so no yakenkan de ama 0551 22 48 22 0551 22 48 22 normal we na me group no am the stories gum ni ade a say enche kra mpo no me san e de bet no amisi bet no also no so no enche me de ba be gum wa me group ni mu nti wo pese me ade wa 0551 22 48 22 0551 22 48 22 and once what you say add me keke asa senior misty yasa baby
oh sure
ebra kai e oni na kwa me Bensford dia mon tafre ho pa
na pay den kaminya ya nanka watch them me time sawa nka me hu de meye e bia me de 1 minute because me my say me 30 seconds na makofi akodi mi reduane na me jata maka nyina na
adia mami
30 seconds pe me bi aka no so reduane akodi
absolutely
30 minutes me bi aka time bi a be so mani well and pay me fa some chia ye Asempa FM tiefo nyina na me chia ye nua Clement osai ene US but enche bia no nanka ye Oman FM eno butu no ni di dwuma nyina mo nshira nim Clement
osai me hunu pa Clement osai
cool guy on pan
wasa bukra so hunda ni bukra
oka plus 20 in the professional
FM fantastic
huna waga we dey 8 years with me wache ye pa ana pe butu US o atuncha da mani
ye tia no pa
enye so gene so me minim no mum wache ma me de minim no minim Clement
Asempa FM
nti na say kana foko Australia jim no ko bo fede ma say ampa ne krebum
yakobo pa ene fan samo abanso
ntena ye otwado no akwantu etwato
sa pepepe
bebi akobo no hodwa no sa kro no man ko jane kwan
o ka semo so pa o wa ne de na kosi
semo wiase o
ahmana ti
but jim for kire so modo otwado
sa wa hu
afena matias ya de krontia okọ first world cup no bae no
okaso besa
ko no ye imagine atum omo ne gine ho ye enye agro o ye jime for echena do pa from team hotel from patch say by force photograph no enkwara mpeni for just omo nim no omo hu ne say omo nua omo hu ne say o ye foreigner
okay
ena man se me brinsa ba otado na ya passe e be sake no na nim say sake no na o ya de onya de Makama also that say missing say me Ghana football the first ever coach coaching Ghana football George Ainsley out of England 1958 on the coaching Ghana more than 2 years it was 1958 to 1959 Ghana started football started professional football I don't go join CAF go join FIFA Ghana in ya coach papada me say someone will be kan omoboa say coach ni kwa and I for be pretend say coach ni papa coach bia wa Ghana ha onye papa masanso kan say Carlos Alberto Pereira 1976 na Ghana ha Alberto Pereira ba Ghana ha no You see, ye pegu ano obobo efe. Ghana for Kanu sama when 2 years na so koye. 1994 na Carlos Abejo Pereira the Brazil kwaje World Cup, FIFA World Cup. Ofi Ghana hakoye no 2-3 days after na for Ghana football won safo you say friend the Brazilians of African football. Na see but old place be say Bukazis. And also Sam Johnson from defense to attack. Into on the no idea pan they didn't know to ado aye. Bukazis you can see me for Germany. Year 1992 Africa Cup of Nations. Bukad now don't qualify to Korea Kono. Yan for now you do to face and identify and 17 coach Ghana Blasters. I was in Ghana 2.
Okay.
Into Ghana there coach Papa Biamba Hada. Me say ayenda dan kwa nipa kwa na ashada akofra de wo hano no ye na na ese anya no. You are ha and you say you go coaches from Serbia. Omo ba yen so ye momudin one go project. Omo say ombobo na mo magana for tra omo to so am hye saa no mo so one go pe. Omo kwa na fe de so anya kwa na nka Serbia for no one nka manya one go bi.
Yeah.
Na akobɔ ho ban. Nti Ghana de me ye wo me hu se coach Papa ba Ghana Hada. Na wo otoado na ono do we dan. Hwe otoado ko hwe ekirensem. Ondu 1 year o. Otoado nye coach or a trainer scout or near experience. Team Ben Pano to a coach dentist who coach Ghana Blasters. Otoado ye pamona ne ko fo bi o coach wi ase nyina football club so pa Bagana ha. Yes you no so no enye experience dey here. Den waje amamida. Nti we. Otoado ni 1 year o. The appointment I buy after Otoado no. Obi o coach team na kase pa wi ase nyina yo Madrid. Ono so ya appointed na yes you on couple no oba no David den no koye ma Egypt for 90 den o man no kochi no man ya man ben
Colombia
Ghana ha no ye fa coach because ye sheda in project nti ye fa coach ma ne nche ye de ne say ye fa wa be magic be ye senkyere na gi cap ma yen enti gi cap a wonya de yen de no but so maybe to be for coach that's a coach ne channel boss man na ya boss so man ya de pa one Uruguay
okay
Oscar Tabares so many so no coach Argentina no more one coach and 17-20 Peckerman coach 20 for years na gonna for bona baso ye tremi do so boni dim bebre ye say nti na ho so mo produce and 20 players bebre la consider na team no ba ye ba yenkrom ha dia sade no ye so okrom ha
you accumulate no nyina de cry cancer
onim this two friendly matches are Ghana boy no e tremi me bebre I don't know say ye Austria for the free Ghana if yes why did the FA accept
Asempa FM
say Germany for the free Ghana if yes I didn't think JF for no accept ya na say Ghana na ye ko free Austria I know they know because born no Austria want to born no but I think for the FA to have gotten these two matches you know an opportunity in a lifetime for any country like Ghana I yen say nyina ye na so na ye hu ye left on your right ye ko FIFA World Cup no because it doesn't come that easy to get on mind to say Germany at this stage Ghana ye mon bono share anko kan enti tama imperfo do tudwa say Ghana ekohia Austria ene nua Germany no some of us na ayeye anwawa ye pa say at least no me hu the deficiency in our team and I say going forward no say coach no wodwumadi bi ansa na ko World Cup na this match no ese with the right purpose for be coach na hu ne sinto empenefo de o say your match me no ekobaso now like we always do in Ghana and so many parts of the world no team bia say team me no besi akanya normally amanfo e kire madwene adekunte mo visit team A and e win and not team B and a B so ties to history now say yenyina ya dwen say team A asa intino I was say ye twifa no so a de be say oh yes sports science I don't quite think I can say you have to be careful about complacency because the moment about you say we don't you wouldn't win one hwe ya na pana surprise so because football so no so binya de kura na referee edimo bi kura na tin pana ball to atinemu a yenka say nye goal ona office wasase den ball nya ball to atinemu a ibeje yenka say wasanti yenji sa goal no Ghana ekohia Austria no two friendlies Austria Germany na mbokrom ya amafo do na kasa mo so Ghana ni Austria na die si enya win na enya draw kra ba Germany no die we can be too sure ebi kwase wo Germany company team na yi enti say o team dada no enti yesi tumi share na Germany fo no enti from the onset na too much is in be dwa no Ghana fo do na dike bu Austria abo fia dada and ma kan wa hada so say Ghana ana be adwen say yeti say yen kan tete no the team be Ghana be share oman bia na edi kan disrespect that oman no and it's not good for us. But yen wo fie yes I dey we na players no so ekwesa the same thing na ebu players no ye bu mfo say adenti na omokobo ball no omo mmia mo ani omo ne obentini ebo no because omo so wadwe mo no fi say team nasa Ghana ha dodo na ya dwen ne say ye ka our best player of all time ebi ebebo Mohamed Polo ebi obo Abdul Golden Boy Razak ebi obo Baba Yara Badmoshi ebi so efise ye Abedi Ayopele no I na ebi say mo say na Austria for kwampo so no omo so ye kan best player ye Kenya omo nya bi da na ana sani panpo oye hwan Austria enya player fa no Joseph Bican dodo na no fa no Pepi player we share 805 goals and say kase players bi eya ade a enye yam ko na produce players o Austria for produce world class players before strikers from the 1930s to 1970s no team bia no obenya bi around Austria and then share so na eney dodo enum 0 den temu no goals wa share na so Austria for so nya Bican o share 1468 goals in official and unofficial games. How do you tell me say Austria for nya de unim kwano nim David Alaba unim kwano nim Alaba in that time we say Ghana ko share Austria because yen Ghana tie ko say ko share Austria meanwhile who Ghana now kan won qualify for even AFCON I say coach yen pamon because nya de so won qualify for Ghana for AFCON and now only standing 11 now ko share Austria in a World Cup a year preparation game between the two nations. If you mention Austria and mention Ghana in the history of FIFA World Cup, Ghana doesn't come close to a year Austria. Where you say me chema dwunu etifo a year fact and amerito mamono. Ghana World Cup ayako nyina what is our best results? A he for na yakwa do. Austria for nya de kra no. Austria omo deter the pen of FIFA World Cup. Austria player akọ FIFA World Cup akọ 6 goals daje a year goal king our World Cup. Ghana your all-time striker I was most goals in my or 3 World Cups no say 6 goals. Austria one player equal 1 World Cup 6 goals at the budget a top goal scorer our event in him to say about World Cup a home pro match na say Ghana ko share Austria won't mean say Ghana was racing Austria and say Ghana ko FIFA Austria so that be say World Cup dia Ghana you Austria chi Austria for more withdraw from FIFA World Cup 3 times. And no pay no, I'm more than Ghana yako. Until Ghana ni Austria, we don't twin say next World Cup. We yen see omo. And the current form, Austria players from one Ghana players a war. Want to be say Ghana players in Austria. And now can coercion and most of their players omo bo German Bundesliga nim. Until coercion no, omo dia no e wani say NDA. Na yen no yan adwene say ye Ghana team bia say we twifa aman bi so enti oman bi dim ebeto dwa dini by na ebu obofia now Ghana ekoshia Austria share Ghana 5-0 5-1 anya match Ghana for no nya je including myself and no stadium ho a na eyawre hoye and o hwe Ghana for do pa umfie awo mu pa ko ta blaster echi. And one observation I make here, Ghana from Austria, most of them, especially the guys, Charlie, they look very handsome guys. Now, did them on the 50 bar park or and Saku Stadium ho. Not Ghana for and member, no more job, Juma, no but now women support blaster now. Now, Austria for no move, Ghana for now, do I no. Almost go now, almost time on the Jesso. And the permanent provide a videos in the month for Mommy Biashe. Now Austria check Ghana no much say 5 nature no na Ghana den nature Germany na me call Germany for press conference no and many come on come be yayi because some of in January Germany coach e dey ma central for no it was very striking. One, ye bisano say Ghana any Austria bomba Austria share Ghana 5-1. Going into the game against Ghana no, and that game before also share Switzerland. Then they won a dream. If we say we for Ghana for so na or say that football de yen kanesa because Austria for no money Ghana for Kobo no. On said there's much difference between Austria and Germany except history in football. Because on money Austria from promo area for and most of their players bomb our Germany. And Ghana call 5-0 Ghana and Sakushi Jim. The Ghana be say obatino against Germany. So there's no way say on especially Ghana eko bonus say no against Austria no. Into radio prepare the team ye because or especially Ghana for mom tough match. But nonetheless no or especially the team no friend no Germany no ebe win against Ghana. But the game is going to be tough. Again, you be say coach say history actually say Ghana Asia Germany bia in recent times no match na mu yedin. Into no ohun say you know say history de abakwasem. The omo Kenya no na nyo no coach. And most of the players around board that time no. Enyo mo na nemu boy. You can only mention Ebia Kimmich. We virtually a new team. And a coach virtually a new Ghanaian team. And you know, we should forget about history. Let's leave history in the past. But I know the big idea. Already almost a new opportunity for Ghana and Germany. And once we prepare for World Cup, and Ghana ebenya European opponents and also ebenya African opponents in their groups. And you know the most important thing going to that game how to use that game as opportunity to prepare against an African opponent which can World Cup on them. And if it's a Ghana for us, so science never gonna dream Ghana so G2 say Omo board that for the match no. Now Otoado asema eba ya say you when you no. Otoado I'll be extremely surprised if so Otoado angasa no. Na onim say obo Germany we am bugina dia. Because there was one in Germany. And Germany full information ye pampa Ghana. Germany coach you be saying about Ghana team no, and the way all dissected Black Stars no, I was extremely surprised. And on another breath I said no, because they've been watching our team. One, Ghana for the donor yet Black Star no. I'm saying team nation young baby strength one young be weakness wo. Team no negative Otuado no, and like the German coach said, Nagelsmann or say on any month in the last 2 days were one of against the counter break of Ghana team because Ghana for a lot of speed from their wings, and anytime Ghana breaks from the wings, and I know he is trying. Say the midfielders because Ghana is very very strong on the counter. You can talk about deficiencies in their defense, but the moment there's a turnover, Ghana is dangerous. Yeah, so if you say a team there, baby, I mind. They say winning matches. Germany for them say a team no. Say a move kura na say a jibo na. You counter attack and it's manifested in the game. Germany in the first 23 minutes were controlling everything on the field. Ghana were mere passengers. But the 2-3 times Ghana for born will break it beyond. No Germany for one way actually. And so who this team like this you can only improve on your weakness going into the Mundial proper. Now, your boy na who course say Otuado ne January, and I saw Brian Babangida push Otuado already starts, and the reason why officer still out upon the poor results no. Also the Ghana no only the World Cup no Otuado nanji question on edo. But now we will be a one German journalist in the didn't come now omunya info that say Otuado no on to asubim. In the time news in the bar, I think 3 hours after no. No do na any because now Otuado no time now so. But the issue is that are there surprised by Kaye Otuado ye pamone ye new coach ye fani or more match mpo only place in ponye train ye. Na start bonus sombo. And Ghana for saying I started. Yes, starting to say, Umo say it didn't chisa and ne Omo say Otuado is not the right man to lead Ghana to the World Cup because young as passengers yes, yes, so cause be. And no say oh World Cup na ekonanga sana yade ekwaje. enti na ka coach ni ponka ye manu du ko steady ye and nka obey prepare team for the national AFCON na because the qualification na mo say Otuado or mo say Ghana enye say ye ko cup ni keke e say so ko kire mbobre na na de coach for baya mo say yenya nim say enye de ko World Cup no endura mo ka say na mo ka say nti emu de na say mo ka the issue about Ghana, we've never had plan. And until say, but trust ye, they must say, oh, say, and in the next 3 years, ever say they born ko. Next 4 years, next 5 years, say the best yekono. Say na bekono. Obibekas, oh, and I get to buy ye, on unqua, wafaku is 5, wafaku is 6, and yet coach, and yet to crew asem. A Ghana for yasem. People should check from 1993 to 2000. The number of coaches are Ghana society. Not to president because of your training no tem you take bad decisions and trying semenyo and a prayer na international airborne voice that interview no enya Ghana ha enya sempa na years interview no oye na manone and to semenyo airborne blaster no amafo say and Pep better manager to show goals was city no blaster to me because blaster no oni coach papa but we see to semenyo o say blaster no pressure ewum na Ghana for omudom football to extend that mistake be munyintum and so someone you make we na make you player na oba blaster coach Sancho to be goal no na ne coach papa was sitting to share goals no ono o chire we say blaster na esi wo no pressure ewum no nya pressure katoa je to because enye player be no ball be blaster pa mo for officer obi what player we to say me no and Ghana players ni nyina de wo so pa ye to say me no but no interview am I Asempa am no interview no oka blaster asem no na World Cup no o say Ghana your man pressure wum papa bo no gba say beti wa say mistake na heading cause mo nyina de umpa ye win no win na they don't accept lose bia oyi obi beka say o mo say mo sa asem no but dem kono ka kire wo no blaster no we na wo da hunu say wo ben ho a pressure wo mu no and from time immemorial anya and journalism ko at times confusion in blaster team no me say people outside and setting the team nim kokonsa play big catch me say o pepe kokonsa pa wo pa ba ko blaster kokonsa players no between them players na ngasa mo ho and some ko foka catch mo anya mpa mo jitum nti ona mo no bi no bi nkasa nipa nya ne hwe kokonsa na kofodi a kire no and pa no be ne bufu kokonsa ene hu say yenya player bi antwemo so biem ente World Cup bi nya pamenu because ayo for eko ente bia na ya samoja ne eye Andre ayo asamoja ne ekwa pe na mo do ba patani eye Andre ayo ene ye say captain makudu say Jordan ya ena Jordan kuso che kosi apia mi wa kosi apia ya Ghana fo ye bi say na Jordan ni nua person mo sake kosi apia mo mpena asem da ba ne de say Jordan ne bufu no kosu che kosi apia na ye say ono on mpena asem da no ono kosu kire no nti ye hu de ye pe Ghana ye ne kure obi say ono de wa ko enye spiritual ba ko football busu mu hu adekro potinti say Ghana ko je the next World Cup say pa no on kan kure amaya omoye like somebody World Cup yen kan ho bi World Cup no only one country and a trophy no o qualify for World Cup a opportunity for you to excel. Use the World Cup for its proper benefits. And yet the World Cup no win. So to use World Cup no for its proper benefit also we win bi na say and a Congo qualify for World Cup 1974 no qualify first time one qualify be until this player from only Jamaica ko boy no dey see ye mo land ye mo sika mo car because of what we qualify for World Cup or the name na world stage Ghana dey yes qualify for World Cup anya hwe sasema nyampa sasema no nyampa da yes qualify for World Cup onya hwe okora koje enei Otuado yapamo no it will never change the fact that Otuado Ghana ha be coach blaster he failed to qualify for Ghana for an AFCON. Record that a better why and they will be to and as answer undoubted record say Otuado and the first ever Ghanaian coach ultimately qualified Ghana to a year back-to-back FIFA World Cup. And also say was so ya deal ultimately finish him. Sir, abakwa we any watching it. I had that at all. Otuado again. And now the first ever Ghanaian coach to win a FIFA World Cup match. First Ghanaian coach to win the Ghana World Cup Kusapia in Brazil 2014. Kusapia ko no when win the game. Or board draw and lose ye. Otuado and lose board draw and no or win ye. Otuado kunya 3 points out World Cup against South Korea. Ono and the first ever Ghanaian coach akunya 3 points out World Cup winning a game. So wasa so on say no ye nyi watching ye. So yeah dear so on na no pass any boy sin obia ono buy no when Jaffa Ghana qualify for World Cup AFCON out Morocco. He couldn't in a group and Sudan na qualify to AFCON. However, ordinary ko back-to-back FIFA World Cup. Na me say we dey boom say Ghana for you. I am voice in voice in see. In the next 3-4 years, Ghana from Ghana so simple one put there now to me say. Say Ghana qualify for World Cup. People will start to Otuado. Na say say Otuado no. Ghana ye ko World Cup bi. Ye ntumi Ghana adan camera ankwamba. And ebi mo so we castigated Otuado because team be as a coach Ghana ha na ma for kwan mai de. Ebi mo ene yan for mu coach, mo favorite coach ni ntino. Enye mo de me wa no say to adu ko na ka say ka to adu ko na say pam na say ka say ubo say ada extra ya but because yan for favorite ntino still abuafu na wo say favorite na say abuafu a ofi say do no hwe football so no favorite enye wo nya na hwe football no so wo de say for favorite because binya baby na do no hwe ade no so no ofo the openers man enye Yesipe do say na e de Ghana ko aye under 20 ama ye ne Casillas mo finals last year appear with that squad in him ye re na appear na ba blaster proper 2000 when do one yam put a pamu go Yesipe do say na now there's some dichotomy between the blaster of today and blaster of old I'm for one share ye time Ghana ye call your first World Cup out Germany 2006 no some players no the nucleus of that team no mufi 1999 under 17 New Zealand 2000 Ghana players ko ball U20 awa Argentina amone Sevilla mo ko ball finals so mu tare mo and mo ko Athens 2004 Athens Olympic Games sa 3 tournament we players no about 59% of them and ko ball that Germany 2006 no entina question and omuni mo from under 14 ti appear no captain Edema 26 Ghana team no. Ti appear ko under 17 at the age of 14 equal to 94. However, if you under 17 no, eno wonyi be ambo. Awdu saka mo na gi omudin wo ho ko na tram mo. Ti appear se ne chebo under 20 in 1999. Yeko Athens 204 no ti appear kan bi. Ti appear ebo blast and several years and na yeko that tournament awo 206 World Cup no. Just ti appear no fa me no mo fa ni nyina mu. O say kufuo on 17 mu grandfather or born twice 91 93 Japan owie wabo ni Ghana national team nyina se mo say kufuo boni nyina bi yes no national team say kufuo mo bi o come ni ekoye ompo no yes mo fi local team local players no na dankwe no born 17 born 20 sina ile so no born CAF Champions League about Conf Cup. Abib Mohammed no about 1000 FC no in and out of Ghana under 17 several years. Wow. Intina some of the players no only momo Aduko Papo obo under 20 ni bi. John Painter under 20 no obobi. Wow. The Boating obo under 20 ni bi. John Mensah obo da under 20 ni bi. Michael Essien obo da under 20 ni bi. Ni sa we analysis of Black Stars. Na sa we share enough for Kobono, not to compare that team now. You are making a very huge mistake. Apart from that, no, not Ben Kofi 5-year development plan or the buyer. No, most of these players, like Solomon Tare, like Asempa, no more sample a national academic as be any prestige mo. And see, no, ache. Oh, and yet, never for some never for Mr. Hana de Bob Asani Bill. This is what if ye, Nasa, and I say, mate for argument bi and a blaster and pan na bisa mo say adenti na never do say na nya botre ma ho to wo se kono boys no minimum ho dada wo anyi we mu mo kwala mu o boache ansa na ye kuboda aye to wo se no ba wo de utifia wo dwene say o blaster yes blaster no show blaster but Saddam no na ye wo team and na ye ni team and you even super fast players are bit me use some going forward but you know we are rushing certain boys and yeah I pay win intend Ghana should meet Germany if you say be okay we will not go back to the drawing board into the young baby and one bra new baby the way so what else Ghana two since it took next round we are 2 versus 9 for the blaster no players who had played under 17 together, played under 20, played a year Olympic Games together, and a year blaster. So just look at the trajectory. Naturally, NFOD. The Ben and Naki Kobo Ghana under 17, Naki Williams. The Ben and Kobo Ghana under 20. Yes, I know. You're prayer and you're praying. So when people shout, we think they are making noise. No, instead of seeing them as noise makers, if you say they are making sense. And see, the blasters of today no entirely different from the blasters of 2006 and 2010. And see, no, can I go 2014 we no. I think a new project. But as a nation, we've not done any new projects. Fire service approach and and if you say enough for us to do magic. There be football football football. Onim Oba Accra, which is the capital of Ghana, no. Every space be Accra. Ye desi dan ye ton and say ye desi dan. Ye say play football course rule. But as I see be that Accra ha bia no, ye ton the estate development. Oko Austria. We say lolu kwan, say from Malam Junction to Ekaneshi. Sa kwan kutubi na ye dem from the island. Baby ya na omode street light ni sisi no. Oko Vienna, Austria. Now we are missing video man that to a Facebook page and YouTube page so. Oko Austria for capital. Roll kwan na e ko bana ade fa na island no. Aye ha the only thing about Ghana ye island no e street light no. In Austria, omo pass for under 20 under 8 under 10 and under 12. So right in the middle of the streets of Vienna. Wow. Under 8 and under 10 are playing competitive football. We young the next generation. What's here? You don't even have one single FIFA approved even pitch for blasters. And you think if Austria for sure a disgrace. Me there was a teacher not children maths I was in front of him. I did ASL mathematics. When you answer right, now solution leading to the answer wrong. Show because it means that you cannot show the answer. Because mass as someone you utminya finance are not wrong. Now your solution right. Until utminya mass in Chambutu and the mass are there your right hand side. The same thing must be on the left hand side in order to get the right answer. Now we are not building proper infrastructure, but we think certain you could show be as a channel. Once people are building proper infrastructure, no, we are not building anything. Ghana your capital, every space will be your turn the AC dying. Whilst elsewhere, force AC proper pitches, no. Yende say, they be your tongue has seen dying. We are say, and so those will be if you believe only in magician, who believe in magic, how will you follow this logic? It doesn't make sense. Let's try to develop proper development. Ninja say they say should be and say no baby. Say develop there's no way say be call bibi. Say Ghana kwaji work up here because that would be the greatest mistake because Ghana football nyina. Because yenye say bia say kwaji work up. E kwaji be say bibia yenya plan ni ndi plan so. Na that be yeso mbaka ya kan. Again, me sanka biem Ghana ha since I hold me. I'm just 44 years. My football 42 years. And I'm a journalism for over 20 years. Me who could paper about Ghana hada. Me say mo ka to face no. Me say mo boa. Obe ka Bukazis, Mister Mobo, Bukazis, tell me Chabon, no,
sir. And so now,
but see, I promise I'm Bukazis. I didn't say I call 1982 Afcon now, Senegal. I didn't Bukazis and I able to know. Yeah, from Prefer Otoado, Otofesta, and Kosi under 17, you don't call on Ghana for call a Afcon. If you say no, Bukazis or yeah, dear Panage in the DI. A lack of GDA and a Pamo, a year Bukazis, they call Otofesta from under 17. So, for Afcon, I'm going to book a dog and qualify. In time of Bukazis, Mr. What I ask myself on a quick history will forever be a child. Yeah. I know you said the right questions. I don't Bukazis, may say. I miss him having seen a Yako Afcon Nigeria the two now because it's not there qualified no magician. I don't go for to face and no coach a Ghana under 17 way. To Ghana, I'm missing a woman. Coach Papa Biam Ghana had that, including House of Breto Parada or J. I work up my Brazil. Or Shadow Sampaio. I'm seeing Ghana in the 70s near 5 world class coaches. When you buy a nature bomb. Hey. First coach Ghana fire a Brony of England, George Ainsley, and I Ghana first coach 1957 or the 1 year 10-58. Could you somehow fortunate? I'm a coach Ghana for 3 years. Someone do 3. Yes, it's very difficult for any coach to coach Ghana for 3 years. Ghana need to have 2 coaches, 3 coaches in a year. No for Otoado. I don't know. No one can Ghana high coach Papa Biam Mahada. Memo Bianda or Bio Timana pay, coach Papa Biam Ghana da. Omoqua and a boomding. Omo high no more 2 months because you need the epe. Yende no. Tell them Manabesia. As somebody finished Ghana coach Papa Biam Mahada. Okay. Now, in the next 8 years, people will come on radio to mention Otoado Ding. Yende no. And Germany for how much less more Otoado. I now coach the Nkwala because I has a FSA pack my menu and now come Bonabaso. Yeah. Oxy. I found a Matthias say, oh, international, coach international. Yeah. And I wasn't coming near to the Chihuahua. Okay. Here, I think 3 years or 4 years ago, I make a coach about Australia. I'm a police. I mainly Nkwala, I'm a 10 of 1. And I'm a become the future. In Germany, at a press conference, they brought under 12-year guys. Wow. And they gave them opportunity to ask coach question. Wait, international event too. Now in the press box, they created a room for at least 8 in Kuala Lumpur. So I have a picture with a case nibi a day before training no. Intino ayana yen jais adena yikum na ye ya de na ehwe akukrafo no nko ano akukrafo no mutam na twam I want fade out abafo no when omokwa ayana me enye say ibitu akoto mu because the way they are thinking is far different from us. And kwara ye international press conference na report someone and question no say untumi ya twema Mr. Coach and they and you say me journalism team question and kwara no de mandatory. The question is in there for and the young guy, 2 guys from that question, no, they asked the last 2 questions in German. Wow. No more translator, man. Then there's this thing about players are more course division. I'm more divided opinion. Who said, on you, a bay issue, me and Fano, and then Pomom say, Mama, main team, and then they almost say, omo papa nse nte afede omo se omra nti omo coach se omo dem kai see ti omo. In Germany we were told that one player would divide the opinion Rudiger omo se nyese obo no nimbo but team dey to bibi na cause problem or to pass comment. Okay, but coach dey so ba obefre no and how to manage such players. I'm saying yes, only one ball. But Rudiger, which made some Nubisia, and Baby say, I don't know one home. Some rooms are committed to some question, or yeah, some of them have come to terms with it. No man. In Germany, I say, Ghana from Kanye play some cause trouble. Antonio Rudiger, our Bagan have for Bojan, who could Germany, he devised opinion sharply beyond the pitch, which means a woman be absolutely. But he is allowed by some of the guys, and the guy who scored the winning goal against Ghana. That was his first international game. Yeah. And a homeboy. Come and see. Now, Odin birthday. I'll be winning goal. I hope say here opportunity to call Germany no. You should buy in Koya said be a Shigana. There are a lot of things LCS and the boy ye give me buying. Germany fortune you may be brain. I saw some of the quasi journalists, some comments they were passing at the media tribune. And you might have time and now you could pick a car go your menacing. Then happen originalists are called Parker in Sumpony Binum. I have a hope. And then they be a debe hands here money and come as them. I dare some of my Germany uncle call team sheet home. What to everything starts to be about phones to direct. But we are in 2026. Uka class posted my paper say 2 we must our press box. And if it's a new if it's a developer football nation I can win a football nation no. The media na say Uka so a football nation na say wo in 2026 here 2 team sheet paper so na dem wa. Now we say football nation that's one konkonko. We can only hope for the better, but I think yantu yabo. Yantu yabo pa.
Yantu yabo.
Yeah, development one me trophy bia ho. It's better to develop than winning trophy.
Okay. Benedict Ochre yabo o se me nka nchiro say Ghana any Germany game no. Julian Nagelsmann o mu coach o say na no more opportunity so mbese Ghana bebre na the players no in a squander opportunity
after and they post
after the game
no I say pre-match no or condense Ghana team so easily and I'm saying Ghana for a transfer blasters I want focus some winning team no or see Ghana team no they are extra powerful on the counter. They have so many fast attacking players. So the moment you allow them, so catch them say midfield the team beyond 2 will have to be on standby. And it manifested in the game. They will control everything like now Benedict about pushing because in the first 23 minutes they could have scored Ghana 3. But Ghana so team be breaky be na dangerous no. Final passes no enkoye. That was a thing going for the na coach just to me eyejo on the permanent. Germany for the say Ghana team don win some ya team to be no. Nti na was that first 23 minutes no. Ochire your boy Kai then coach Kai no. They could have scored us 3. Pre-match the coach exposed the Ghana team before everybody. And there were only 2 Ghanaian journalists around that press conference, myself and Aristotle. Ghana team from 1 to the don't joke with the Abrofono. Germany for no gonna play a profile, they knew be a weakness. We say I know coach come some projects from the Brazil now and yet the magic in view.
Okay.
They plan before they do it and yet quite big and even Tony Cruz wasn't happy. After the game, I also passed comments. I don't know Benedict
Okay.
But he thought Germany had always been stronger in midfield. And now if you look at the game against Ghana, they were fortunate in the second half because Ghana had then controlled the midfield. Tony Cruz wasn't happy. But was Ghana yabafom. So that's why some of them, Germany for instance, say the reason why Otto was sacked because they thought he's building something. By no point, what the cast now, say you qualify for World Cup in the year. But you be you can create YouTube. Most Ghanaian radio stations here journalists. The number of players are young as I to say young from Messi. Young journalists we have proposed more than 100 players. But I say coach on the team since by young just after World Cup qualification young the over 100 players didn't have so
okay.
If you don't say no. Now the man I am a boss.
Joel,
now man for Vienna, the capital of Austria. In the main streets on the island, on my body football, chefs and boss ball. Ntina say Osegana, then why?
They are finna here renting park.
Asempa
You can't train the kid more than 2 hours because you need to pay.
And so
how do you pay for development?
Why
do you pay for this? So how can
so all the mathematics are the right side equation must affect the left side.
Before we had the Omabesi AstroTurf, you know, boys, no renting.
Maybe in a permanent, only the video evidence, you know, about proper story. My mom say, when it comes to sports, you've never been ready to develop to any stage. Now, you know, you're gonna do any show, you know.
Okay.
And to be on standby, not sure WhatsApp.
Okay, Mate, me that say, Entino, I missed Nobo, and I'll tell you, can you call Nana Kwame Bensford, Oya Benz who adwuma nko anti na fe no Benz field no. Aprigu Chakapama de abaosi otie live. Edifi Sabon Zongo Aprigu Chakapama ono ne dia ode ebaaye no. Alhaji Nuru Bremensu one Ken step. Omunyina so etie kama na obi the message bi about na senior misty obi the message bi ama pa okay or say a misty noble is top very deep top no why any baby me down me coach here down and come here down I'm valid ama enti also dey no I said this is Ahmed from Tema Misty. You are right. In Ghana, we heal the deaf than the living. And if I'm top them in but papa. Okay. I say hi, I'm Waga inside Achimota. Greetings to all man. And you Man U fans. Okay, I know what you need. Man U fans and shame to all Bruce fans. You yate. It's called champion until 0551 22 48 22 0551 22 48 22 what the first one you back in kind at the amount and our person add me no 0551 22 48 22 WhatsApp in the also no and check your nina ebegumu kama say hi, good morning, my name is Samuel, listening and watching live from Abeb's Blue Sky Hotel located at Ofanko. Okay, or say enjoy show no pa keep it up. Or say Timbe ne winnie Copa de Rey no Real Sociedad or no and a winnie 4-3 on penalties winnie Atletico Madrid Real Sociedad or no and a winnie why you be our group there are two group okay I to scoreboard okay and I give me what's the man message here for when AI and then my phone the baby I see AI in me say we on the street of Vienna capital of Austria okay pamocha wanyesa makofa video baby na me phone ya me try okay message mo biri mo binga ka enko hwenka se we AI na sepa fa kofa AI we copyright bi ne ho ya mia na me twa ma de na doso na we ma share dem no easy okay mo say basically no ho pedestrian lane ho ana mo san wo gardens and san now gardens ni no ko ni ma no ma ye parks ni wo anko ana bobo nti bo so mo de why was a gym the born in Cobontin na cause as my mistake na born kokwan mu a born jim kokwan mu o ma je ho I'm the wires are young, the bones being fippa. There's no obstruction. Born before well thought through. Okay. Okay, Nana, young quay.
Yeah, man. There's uncharity phobia. Okay. I'm a fan of my voice. I'm a tenure, I'm a bro. I'm on FA Cup semi-finals. No, I think they say nations dreams now are qualified. Yeah. And first of all, organizers of the FA Cup for no Omabaso, and I think all sponsor to this level. No, it's not a joke. Even though Skasemno and Shada and Yakasibia, but at least there is a say half a loaf is better than none. See, and the two teams, no, I think they all have the capacity and the financial muscles. Dr. Kwame Chia, I think so before FA Cup no now waiting me ako confederation now waiting me ako chere bibi wo ho we dreams so so ma ko bi da. And we all saw what they did, which I think is first time and the last time I'm going on and I think they did a very good job. I'm a African, you know, Obiati or Monka, Obiati dreams in car. And we wish them all the best. And Nina or Ghana has it into be obit me winnie biano or Moko Africa no. As a Ghanaian, I support you no more yadi. Now, and also maidens, yeah, our Crossport Stadium. No, I think they really did well. Once I mean, if it comes to women football, always me ball much me shese no. Ebe show mu ye. Ebe more motivations ni ye. And I was a women football and Casano. Ghana has a no more koya de bia, omo kwa omo ngu ye ni mase. But ye no ain't me. Enhwe enkoho yi ebi wo ha obehwe na sikasem ye de omo ka ye nti omo ka say accommodation some cramp na akwa ye de ye mfa ye ni nkoho but see etimi hwe omo yi from under 17 na omo raise to the ranks the core national team. I think the women football now are very very attractive, so yeah, better wish you all the best. Say the omo aye no omo tonko so ana omo nye na efe no so ma omo ni nko omo so motivation bia say the man no no motimi ya de eye ni yi no. I think say be fair say you betimi ahwe na ya ye ama enyama akoyi amom. Now, Carlos, yeah, see a dinner bay. Say, so Otoaduko. Auntie, me wishing away, and your Black Stars, no, the penno, yeah, penny year, and a percent near Masuko ye where the Black Stars, no, a percent love, no, almost bringing back the love of our national team no na supporters no yeni eje enti me meka say waba yi but yen hwe say e betimi amano time no ne esa amano power no na otimi e dia ye de opese odi team no eye na odi aye ne yi yen pay any manipulations bia me hwe credentials f4 na nim de eye ana omo afa ana yeso ni yepe de ebetimi ama odona ye woma Ghana for ma ewoma ye Black Stars no ye pese esamba ni esan nya sa odono e man biom enti de meka na say I will wish them the best na Mary she coach no all the best ni ye say World Cup ya ekoi ye betimi akọ ni akọ ya de na the better selection is omode maye no which media my I'm a time no ko timi nkasa bebre na menje mu ma coach na
kwan o ma ba
no so intimi enkebi na de mti onya me
wanga obre Asemo okay etino nana Kwame Bensford na atene nka no coach na nkasa waba coach na nkasa waba num se nanka nedi anka ebe Ghana Premier League nanso na ade na adane kakra akopie Ghana ye coach ayenya no ho na MTN FA Cup enso eso say Ghana Premier League dia coach kan nyina ebam pa last 2 weeks in last week no can say you benya home win ampa home win nko a kotokokra je 4 no ntini nyina dia coach be kan nyinara ebam pa home win sa mediama pe enoni Bechem United board draw ewa away omo maka ni nyina ala erusu ye said ya coach kan ye de etu dwa no nti sa pepepepe na Women's FA Cup eno so wo hono swedro ne na ebetu dwa 3 p.m. na chese ebetu dwa ewo hono enye ketwa kra ewo hono na ampem dakoa ladies ene Hazakes ladies na chese omo ebo William Afuakwa ono ye coach edema ampem dakoa ladies ono akasa ahead of the game no in some of the two that any
from the legion and the capital prepare there's that the na injury na problem na and this starting near makaka but around me by me who say I'm the dakoa this team ye ba e dey another set ye bet you go no say they prepare for Fana and the Africa no problem so operation no so well Fana and Africa you are prepare for oh actually that will be the discourse when you are going to fight you not anybody you are going to lose you need to so man to touch it the 20 whereby will to help you to win a game that is why we we had make us see no them to play without Martin in any chain and go by trend of the philosophy and the game itself. Okay, ball no that say wow and I be who they don't push out the train no never say also but we already have to pay what we have to pay. So guys Azakas and from that country and yeah Azakas I did 5 in there from that one and I'm from that one so I did 4 for Azakas. Still say they are ahead of and I say equalize this weekend or Sunday see Timothy Kana on the do of your kind of more but what I say we are preparing towards that one. They want to make it equal 5 and 5.
Okay, Entino, William Afuakwa, only a coach Edema and Pemdakua ladies on an some and so and no Raymond Fenny, and also a coach Edema Hazakas ladies, and also Ninsam any Raymond.
Okay, never all six in the one of because of the so in India by an event cause a quackly and situation he can fight ball and into the area to and say or say and so when we are poised to win the trophy. And me the beer me and yet because throughout the season now injuries they break players surgery. Player so no panic player or recovering, but the rest no, they have recovered into because in this situation they are apart from that one. So one can have because only the
Entino I was Wedru Mountain, so I'm Pemdakwa ladies and Hazakas ladies and the boy MTN FA Cup and as a women's FA Cup no. Final no and I just say etodwa and so ewo ho no asante kotoko nso kakra nza asante kotoko ebetodwa ese omu coach Prince Yawusu ese ebi se ebetodwa se wadwane afi camp wa ye den nti na o se ye bomu na ye kọ asante kotoko asoye nti safu duku esqua odimu nchiremu nyina ede aba se wadwane ye so wanwane o Zafu yazi coach ni wajane dia free camp mu nsam te say
so coach wajane dia free say na anodin ana as management any baby onu so anodin no kro mu say coach yo nya ni say ebe na ma wo no eda fam ogusu a o nse na so coach Hamza Obenya onu mi no o mo hwechie no onu so coach o ara wako ndi Hamza no bedu ya no na say onu so etre kwa kakra na ogusu ebusu na ntutu ya ekoso no o mo ekoye for just 2 days bin tano pa kwa me no ka say o ba kuma sitinye so wajane ayi ni baby o ne mo so kwa say oye ye ntutu kakra bra na Hamza so abedu obetimi ahwechi onu say league ndi enye gidi za say Jamza no msun timi gati mo no so enkoye abrewa yi ho tutu ka je na no gazeta no obakuma
ati ose obakuma se na kotoko new coach no so na won samate say
make a na your former coach resign here in December no ka say you need a substantive head coach the assistant na handle me ma ba nyina yi me say e basa no en sheda amwa it is a bia no e say a substantive head coach the captain no ade say dia ne say in the supporters no mo issue be fa direction technical no eko ba we shombo say the main board ba yi o mo hia say me ya no o nya a head coach for us intino o mo say bo say enkomotutu ekwan faso nya papa no omo nam so omo pebi aba nti ehia breka krebi na saa bre no guso omo yesa no omo tutu ne no ensie no omo de alsedie ene yedi ma supporters ne kotokadofo nyina se omo entiase ma yese nanu ya ide ngani bona eheti no nyen support omo na omo hweti na engosi ba bia na league ni mpo nyina aba na wiye nti mpo se omo heso ma kusise league ni ba ndo kra no omo entiase ma yena no chi no enkono papa eba bra yedi coach pa obo so dumadi na se kra ebeba se pe coach ya oba no kreni obejina brani coach ya bodin na betime sifam na players be hu say ebu oni ani die sefata bia manoma obetime the discipline kasa abati munum eno nka se omo mo yi no omo ntimi enye say dumadi na embom omo mo ni say omo nye head coach am form say head coach nti ehia head coach amana ba dumadi eno nya head coach bia ya pe betime edin san mapa abati munum ni se bodin na betime abo a menua we rest assured say mpenfo no a we ayi omo so mo board members no omo prepare say omo de weba.
Okay, nti ho ensamono no kotoko aso ye na chese yakwa kopie mu no na quickly no the tragedy I see Dominic Frimpong na ofiri mu brekum Chelsea akobo mo match omoba na mimfo akromfo yemfo for pa sanituo digu omosoma ekoka blanti eti a chese na nya asam keto akra na over the week no Dominic ne maame ye ne no etwetwe nkomo na nsam kakra ne maame no edi to dwa no eni
Abacho Andra na no friend say awobeko sama we akobobo tinene kasa ya Friday kwa mnene kasa ene no Saturday ene no Sunday so tama so mo campaign ti on be konti ebo to ofon de man friend biom nti mezu me mpise be bon beba TV nti misho ya mati mitie comment na mate say ya so mo na mpo kase na de ya so me be na me from mpo kase de bia na o ma me kwa be na mse ampesa kampani wini enti ahomachi me dem body and me ma fan flame na me say bia mo bas ne ba enti me nti hwe ebo sesi ma sore na me pla me ti aso bia flame ku omo kasasa mo ka me kun so ya hunani enti omo kasasa na odi oh na minima de ko am say da de na esie wana me yam she me na de na esie o si bia nyabotre afede o se maintenance o ka chan say e ba no ko ball o sama ball no aw be special tum ba me be nti da say u bi sam ya na sa na sam ne tie me yam she me pa ne me ka se me yam she na me bo san say me pie se ma de nyina no bi ne bi ko me ma me ku na me ba pe ni flow e ba pe ni na me mienu ma so mienu ni nie aka be ma pro jo no ko be pe ni onam ni fa bibia me na ye na mbere je mu ya na
tino na sa ayura hosam pa na ya nemu sifu e wo ho no mo enso ya mamu di nsam na chi nti afredamo ono ewo sa eho no mo no so edi mu nkyiremu kakra edi aba
dimi ayura hosam ho na ekokusiye ne ma branche Dominic from Pon no obobu kumchesi no ne kurumpa ofri ascendant samenta 70 ne se penifo no mo ye adwuma me kire football team no mu penifo omo be hu abusia na officially wo bo mama ne sabra ho sama aba no ampawo bai edi amano bo no betu abusia in fact na enye yi se de na otwetwe mu no ye bo amane ma tifo nyina etie no wodne bag ne nema hodo edi bai na bra wo bo amane ewiye no na oman mu penifo efa ensa na okuguye ene nananom kasaye se da nyamre nsama akoso na ya pa sa branti a wafefe no wapija chese obehwe so dia kura ma nkwada efiechi eba wonum bobo se be show nkura no nso aba akọ enim na nko oye very potential candidate so be du echi pa ma onimnyam sha bra o man no nimpe bia je nkwa afiri nzem sa no nananom a chese ofri dansame enim potemu no wonhwe se mranti di ze nya maransem no pose for sabaka wumu na wodo ejina mrano in fact ugunsa ama football team aduana for kura na beta akobo match no so beto so ama mpabo no kura odi bi ma wo mu na anche kura so mkogu nsa na de chie na apose for betu dua se wenye ne mpanu mu minu na minua no ebo ho amane no na enu mu na ohene a wo ascendant same okofo chumbe ma otoso num de atu dua se won de ono no oyobi a onye Kristo ni die na so no ni gidie no so ma wosom no oje kama di se wotubo boban a esa ba wa wo so ntenya mra so mamra ntin die no nsa oguye na nanom ate enti na ma weyi wo so ahaban a wenye mienu na wo wa rehimu pa so woni aka ekire wo kasa nyamra nsam wo nyina no apozi fo nsa baka wo mu na mra nso so eno edi ba sa no awrehusem we si ya mpinfo beba busia mane no na nadwuna Champions League ne zo koso ana mra ntin bi so ye so mo kohwebo a ba ko a otumutu so ba so Twitter vozi abebo no ayekun no na sa akwa ya awrehusem ewo ho no mo enti ohene a wo dansame eyo ko be ma dia tibia sa anya ma ko so nyina no nukurum ho pa de woni se mrantie bi afendu bone no a je so de ato wo se adwuma a wo ya je se de how pina na eba ni nyina ka ho bi
enti no afredamo ono ne de no we eya amane bo anura kasebo is tasty so kasebo is tasty and we a weekend super weekend news 12 o'clock no eso Adom FM na ABY etina agwamu na ofre Alfred Amo ono de emu nkyiremu ede baaye na Augustin Boa ono so ede ni nkyiremu kakra ono so wo ono so de ne de ede som yen
the footballers ni de me no kase yeko Asempa no and na ke yepe update the last time yeko no ne mo managing komo man ye say na abuchafobia entry my this week ye try sa na so yentimi no any komo so say abuchafo no etimi ba na so montimi ama na so enkomo no kire say
etutu ekọ so no nam so ma kire nipa emienu a o ma chete nyame adoma ida 28 29 no o bepe eye abrante Dominic Sompong ne kurabra
ntino 28 29 ye chese next week na ye pe abrante no kwabre nti sana tie we ko kata na chi boko na nkrofo ka ze ne ye mark police escort ni ade police escort ni ade Kobe Jones ono kasa edema as folk am supporters no ono so na join kire wa huni
na mo bisa say IGP say police escort why cause na say yen kase police escort na say yen kase police escort ye pon ball na semia so hazard siso na asemia so hazard na me say e so hwe na jo nam kuma se kwan so ono ho fa hi mu e no no baby a wo ye ni den say o ye ni overtake a home fee obeko we say onimba bi ham robbers wo ntiro ono so ni hazard ni dia ni do mfie na anajo ba come achiba nkrana bre onye dey some catch say ye yakwa ne ya IGPC enfa ye friend say escort nkan supporters escort ye be mo dey because yes ye kobi intention here escort because I'm always with me attack yes the same thing what I say because house of folk ye supporters edit team na chitu kwan ye match bi a ye be kwa we bia no at least NCC ye ne chairman ye kobi but ye need bass ni mo ma e bi o be see om ho e bi o so mo see ye ho so mo say na tell nti let's saying you see problem I face so ye nyina o say jitu and this thing can never be so me IGP Asiamah escort because say armed robbers ejina kwanso anajo number attack police now te escort police motor so escort mu de he no mo ka na mo de police car dey animu police folk mo because me escort na say
Mr. Mfojo Kobe Jones and out in Nkano nti me call coach Vicente Abiu so na we na ya de sane ono Mr. we na ya de sane ono o de beto so e de amaye so onjo fato so o de to so ama me na me so me bowe Ghana for me am tisi krom ni Ghana for ko di nkomo de fa blasters coach no ho ensema na mo kan e de to dwane
ye pe long term coach dia that one dey make us say Carlos School no or better my was always experience but see no ye po bia onimu ye bo ne ba tie football na say ene obi o follow ye Ghana league no so what I say nti me na ga me train say nke bia o meyi ye bra pe ko siapia.
Okay, so the appointment of Carlos Carriz as the new head coach of the senior national soccer team, the Black Stars of Ghana. It is the best head coach appointment under this current FA led by Mr. Ketukriku. Perhaps looking at the coaches that have handled the Black Stars, I think he has the best experience, the best tactical plans for Ghana.
The new coach Ghana national team, he should have been the first choice of Ghana, not this Portuguese guy. So I am against the appointment of this guy. In the first place, then Kasamu appointed. Oh, Mindia and I make catch out saying experience. Stay on Muya Otuado. Obia Yapamunu, our Egypt. And your experience in the Indian guy, out of Fista, Musuamu experience. What are we talking about? And the 16 matches, 4 wins, 4 draw, 8 lose. The Minister of Sports, Kofi Ada, to do the right thing, He should come again and come. Right now, we want to know how much are they going to pay the coach.
Ghana and Kasanomi, who are the cry high interest. Your fan Bruni coach, your fan before coach. Bruni coach, your fine. Obiet me the Ako wake up. Black man, so Ghana and sweat me the Ako wake up. This say Befa Bruni coach, you say Befa Ghana coach, you. Yansa then who be and from Jarrington and Fa Ghana in a dollar Kasakasana Etriano. Yamfa Emano. Because Bruni coach, one may yet be different. Be Nadana, Zed of Fagan and your band.
Something for the man is almost to coach you swap away. Or more to me, because you ends last year who say, Coach, we are not a coach in a bit. I think also Musia from the very senior, also to me, see and their friend free cheated.
And yeah, Carlos Carriz, he has been in Africa for long. Forget to remember, so your papa and Cameroon maintaining what you say. Or your coach, or the coaches so many African countries. Poor performance. Yanya, Obia coach Chelsea, our coach Ghana, and Koi. So I use something like these coaches. So I have 50,000 wines. So I use some of money now. The coaches. I don't know anything near Sambo. Local coaches or more. No more for him call for that short period. Rather than spending too much on this useless coach, because we ba be jene die no de ko
baba boy and
where the me who so to me boy because we have 16 matches I win 4 I draw 4 I lose 8 any as on to me boy
Asempa FM. Hey, whether me and me tisi kromo, me yeah, bomi any. Kada, ti voice na for ni brabe. Amateur wa kada.
Kana phone no.
Hey, opinions are like gnosis.
The enthusiastic Ghanaian fan, I don't know. Want to was here that. So I'm going to Madrid Pamono.
Real Madrid Pamono.
It's Madrid one coach.
Oh, you know, if we are seeing, I say we are going to be one coach. Coach.
Yeah.
They are fine.
Oh, I think so. In Colonial pitch is now Mr. Kanye, and I think before I start, I'd like to greet Abbas Mustafa, president of Adumaba soccer, Adumaba football team.
Adumaba football team.
Niebo team manager Arnold.
Oh, okay.
My team manager, they mean Carlos on no friend. That's why my president is always checking up on me. I think they are doing a good job. Young men who are supposed to be taking care of their families are ventured into a professional. Sometimes it's a new sika keke. It's a do with time. They are edgy with time. It's a do with sika. But I think these are two young men. I always believe and pray they will be able to hold up the fort, to move. The vision may be big on paper and everything, but sometimes you need that strength and that encouragement to be able to move on. In Sika Park, no, and I know the number of parks on Murenti. Oh, yet now Gusu Rente Park. Sometimes when I meet a bus and we are talking, I say, you are not afraid of the investment too, but where money is not supposed to go, that's where money goes. Nanka Park, the Anka, I say, boo.
Okay.
For development.
Yeah.
This is where he plays a lot. And the power the Abbas, president of Adumaba, and in the team manager. They always are dead listeners of the show, but I'll tell them the project is still on, it's still young. They need that energy. We need to revisit the books and make sure things are done well. Once you are young and you want to do it, these are the few frustrations you will face. But in the last few years, I think those are the young men I've worked with, and you do less job. The later you tell them, they can multiply and divide and pick the best out of whatever you see and go back and do the job. In terms of power there, let me extend my greetings to them and let's see where we'll push Adumaba in the coming season. If you've not done football, you see, the problem goes beyond everything. What poverty does is dangerous. It is the reason why when you do budget, no be shiny but no can say budget ni doors. But in the corporate world, it's not an individual pocket. So a $10,000 for a buffet is big as far as individual. But somebody running a big corporate organization who their turnover after everything makes about $5 million and want to have fun with conform with boy jumano. Or this amount now, like a minor aspect of it. Then when radio was coming, we never saw the harm radio was going to cause. So the calling, the program design were designed to make us popular. If I mean popular, that means the host of the show. So we have shows, except football. No? We have different shows, and thank God some of us never been on such shows. Because another time, on the heading, when you're growing up, there are certain things you will say, and only the fear, I better try this, in the next 10 years, a lot of people will die. Not therefore, like Ombewu or Omudem, they are still alive. Because you wish they didn't play that voice. You understand? And again, they start here, early panditry and current panditry cause the harm. A friend who could speak about football became a pundit. So he never said anything professionally, written or studied. He said what was his opinion.
Yeah.
In the world I develop, we don't work with opinion. We work with experts and people who are knowledgeable about whatever decision they are making. It is a reason why we bet me at trust. Now I decided to say, in 20 years' time, your Bob say, go back in time. Bukaziz, 1990, told Ghana, say, you are going to have a future goal scoring problem. Bukaziz Nekayo, then we were very young. Or can he play in one player in Crawford 10 and or catch say goal scoring be a problem. It is said that premier teams are complaining say goal scoring problem. Now national teams are complaining goal scoring problem. That means somebody who elected you man and this a goal scoring be a problem. So Bukazi said it before he left this country, say yeah share the parts of development in future will find it difficult to score more than a goal per game. And that is exactly what is happening. So, what have been said about the game, but go back and play all our tapes. From now to then, nobody discussed that. So, problem number 2 years. Until yet, then it's a problem. Now, who problem now? Right now, we want to use the fire service approach. It's not done anyway. Football, or every aspect of life. That is why elsewhere, when they want to interview somebody, they interview somebody on that particular field. Now, I don't want to from here. I know about the person slept overnight. I homework Ben or year on the subject you are going to discuss. Wherever you be on air, there are topics that they in about 1 week. Say, do proper research and don't come and give opinion on the research, because the moment that opinion goes, you can't bring it back. So garbage in, garbage out. So today we've developed monsters of supporters who are angry because of what we taught them. So they are backing at us now, and we are saying they are backing too much. No, obiateni you. Intinyama idu gu kwamuna no return you.
Sure.
So the cycle of life. Whatever we sat here and told the supporters that yell at coaches and say this, that is why no coach will forever be satisfied. So among the coaches remember decided say, for 5 years, whether we are winning or not. That is only way we can change that mentality. But once there's that approach, change. We will keep on changing and we'll never get any results. We create the damage right now. So because radio was not well regulated, look at the choice of words. So, not that it was not regulated, it was not well regulated. Okay. So everybody came in short time when Rwanda realized it, and that they are now regulating radio properly. Can you see the effect of development? Because whatever is going in, it's not luck, it's not superstition, it is not prophecy. Because when prophecy goes wrong, some of you who interview them want to protect them. When it goes right, you want to bring them back. When it's wrong, you should boldly admit and say, this is what I said, but it's wrong. Yeah. It's hard to say, is it prophecy that is driving the game? Is it juju that is driving the game? Is it superstition that is driving the game? Or it is science that is driving the game? Where do we stand? We have our culture, we have our tradition, we have geographic, demographic location, where we need to look at what will suit us and what will make us develop to catch up with the world. Then, anything that comes. So people go Google, then they read, tomorrow morning they come and present it. It's different reading somebody's finding, and it's different being practically on the field. Brabe na wa boss school be na okoye ejuma be na wa hia ejuma na hia no eno na no application na we ya na ana wa ko kan 443 bi e wo Manchester where they have a different pattern of making the foundation. Mami gacho, you see most information on the internet are never 100% because it becomes somebody's intellectual property. So whatever they've done 100% work, but they don't put the 100% work there. It's ukono kofa. We have a lot of YouTube coaches in Ghana now.
Yeah.
which is destroying the natural player, the natural Ghanaian player. All those players you see are gone through a system. All those videos you see have gone through a refined system, and you have seen an end product. Then you pick the end product and you have a starter. So you destroy the starter from its natural environment. Until this is a and game into me in Kosu when we can't develop the pitches. When you go to Sweden, like I say, Kano, that space now, when you say Sweden, a whole park on its own for kids.
Yeah.
And the basement can have parking lot and other things.
Kids zone first.
But this is where we are not developing the game. Like you said, we've been with development. Right now, you pay 400 for the pitch.
Wow.
And it's for 2 hours.
So in a week.
2 hours. So right now, what we are doing is every developer is training once a week.
Dangerous.
Then you not come and sit on radio and say Neymar was 17. Neymar was 17.
No, you see.
Oh, yes, see. Yama is 17. But it team leader Nakukusu go and stay. They've done what we call the 10,000 hour performance. It's the first show me here was Asempa was the mathematical formula I show Wallace. It is a mathematical formula I developed. I developed through what they did for Raul Gonzalez. So Yamin had about 4 coaches. Somebody is on diet, somebody is on technique, somebody is on tactics, and Omar built it at the end into his school system.
Coach, hold on. Only one Makai. Say, not quite too long ago, we were discussing about Ghana backroom staff. Among Dawson. Do in the normal aggregation within Yabum. Now in Germany, when the team came out for a year, they warm up, not a match day, a day before. Nobody dance here, and there's one guy I can cite. I know you report in the house. I'm so familiar for Kumase. Germany team of today. Goalkeepers trainers are different. Defenders are 2. The central and the laterals different. Midfield coaches different. Strikers different. So before Nagelsmann will come out, it was over 45 minutes. No, about. And so on the Jumaye. What's the plan? So tell my year media for neighbor out. No, that we're going to write a plan. But only you what's a plan for the game. So that's where media much share. Okay. Until goalkeepers trainers and goalkeepers no good change. Defenders no that and a center defense almost different. Then midfielders almost dozen, and it includes former players. So
you understand? This is where the game has gotten to. And we need to look at how much investment young people are putting into the game. We have land. Let's develop pitches in different classes, different categories. Because you need to do 10,000 hours before you become that star at that top. And you can't do once a week.
Oh, no.
Recently, I passed by a certain training session. And I was like, no, guys, at least minimum should be 2. 2 is not enough. So they do the drill. Next week when they come, the sharp ones with high IQ will be able to keep the drill. The people with the lower IQ, you must go back again and repeat the drill. But repetition and consistency will give you the results we are looking for.
Repetition is for emphasis.
Yes. Then somebody from IAS Academy, from age 6, that's 6 times in a week.
So you just mentioned IAS. Okay, now hold on there. So you go to Holland. Ayas Belmo Stadium no Efeno Bremer Arena. Now that stadium we see on TV. One of the hanging stadiums we are say well. The under a main street. Okay. In the park now, Ayas Full Stadium now Young Craft Arena no. Yeah. That's from Bremer Arena. Yeah. Until foot train be so home how stop. Okay. So stadium no I was so that's here. Okay. When you are draw, I see them number for him. Well, can I dance in a pack and wash?
And the only difference between people when you say a lot of guys who sat at Pandit have never traveled or had opportunity before. Into who can say now? Sometimes some of them will come back and say, "Coach, who can you?" They say, "I
can only guess."
Who can you? Into tell me, can who can say me? We were in the dreamland and now. So that is it. So Emma, we need to change.
Yeah, absolutely.
We need to encourage young people today to come and invest in the right people.
That's it.
You don't know how it works. I always tell people, say, when I speak on radio, every aspect of the game, my EBITDA. I've been an administrator, I've been a coach, a nutritionist, I don't think there's a coach.
Even different disciplines.
Different disciplines, play different disciplines, teach different disciplines, multitask. So I know the problem with all the sectors. But this is where we are today. Then we're just spending money and we don't know exactly what to do. Small case study, Baba, not any problem. Yeah, we have a road network that is not good. I was telling somebody, I took Olympics job, not because of salary, because first I didn't do salary. Second, before I came on salary. But to be able to travel and go to all the regions and have direct contact with the players, the people, the supporters, and get a profile. A profile, and then Atapoku being the CEO of Adriana, make me say I did a good job. I realized that they've never been violent. So you should be able to explain again to them. Check Adriana's problem this season, if they have much problem like they used to do in the past. Because there's a leader who understands their problem and explaining the problem to them, how we should run the club.
That's all.
So we don't have violent centers, but we created violent centers in the mind of the people.
Yeah.
So whatever you preach, it's whatever goes on. Until Gay to say, Austria share. Then people who are supposed to be knowledgeable are the same people preaching say Austria should say Ghana.
Say Austria.
And then you destroy the listener who believes in you. But Akabadisa who near more
yeah.
Like I said, waiting and I say Omushe.
I didn't mean 10 at the World Cup before. They've been 4, they've been 8. What's our best performance ever at World Cup?
So for lack of knowledge, my people perish. And that's exactly what is happening.
You're not saying say and they say someone saying 5. But if you question say on mind to say Austria say they are advanced than you. And so if you Austria so say Ghana, what are you saying?
Let's see if I not in China the FA Cup, I think say their slogan says it all be and and yesterday from Saturday I think that game was tough. Adriana Friday, Adriana Nations. I think it was a good game.
Sure.
And Emmanuel Ano has always showed that intelligence. Look at where the pass came from. And the scrappy nature of the position of the Adriana players. He has shown us I'm an intelligent player. Intelligent players always find fault of the opponent.
Sure.
And I think Emmanuel Ano did that. So we are born if we buy and how he was able to control the ball and hit the ball from there. And that was the only goal. The nation went back, created a very good defensive system by performance. So they defended that goal very well. And Adriana was eager to win, especially they've said it clear they want to win the FA Cup. The accident came in, they've lost a player. They feel it was a way to honor their own player. But the game is always about the plan against your opponent. And I feel say Adriana Nations had a better plan, and they got that particular goal. No, we were then, and also Dreams FC Mediama. Mediama players are all Mediama players.
Exactly.
But when the lineup came, if you follow the game very well, you have a doubt. Said this is a team that is in shape. You know, Dreams FC. Watch their last 7 games. They've been one of the best teams, moving from the down to the top. So the moment you change the face of your team,
you are in trouble.
You are in trouble. And it showed in the first half. That is why they were able to get that 2 goals. First 2-0 now Dreams FC LED. The Mediama came back proud to the end of the first half, NOT Baku. Then they got an equalizer. That made the game open again. But the experience from John Entry, where he positioned, I always say there's one rule: the passer and the receiver must have the same mind before you can get a goal. He took that cross, and John Entry did a good job. I think Mediama shot themselves in the foot, where they knew they were going to go for the double, but they didn't have a double team. So, but if you are not in competition, you are a little bit slow against somebody who is in competition. Dreams FC came with all his arsenals, and the game on. So it was game on. both teams, I think both coaches came to the party. You see, I think they gave us different transitions, and we saw that good game. Finally, Dreams FC win here. To remind you, anytime you're playing a team, watch if you are quite muda or quite shut down through. Because our first high quality Sudan. And between the two teams, current form, no. So I made them more current form. Dreams FC was tournament form, any BBR form. So we've won that cup before. And the coach there, I was an assistant. Yeah. And this time it's my turn to prove a point. And I think it was a good semi-finals game. And the organization, like we said, was good. Also, FIFA's idea is to move the game to everywhere. So if today we can have 2 semi-finals, including Badi and Ene. Sure. I think said the organization has been top notch. We are looking at the final game. I think that will be on 30th.
But I wish the final is also played Asuedo so that I'll be there.
Oh, okay.
So Asuedo is not far from here.
So that at least all of us can make a journey out of Accra.
We have to go back.
Yeah, to see
where we used to play.
I think that it was a good game. It will still have a ripple effect on the league because Mediama and Dreams FC still have a fisher.
But say my first time me experience I had a friend of pressure on team from supporters what we call environment in football. Then now my part was on another first set of the youngsters. So I had seen the youngsters how Asempa Kufodia. But my first time, I think late 1990, Accra Sports Stadium. Like you keep on saying, when team move from time, no PR, that cheers and boosts that come over to warm up. No, that was my first experience. I made sure you could feel that a pressure could be on the person. Now, my first time, my experience be was a Sodo Park. Then I was a student. I think that was a class I. It's 5 or 6. Then Yefi Asiamah Bano. And also they're very close. Very close. First of all, I to pay. Willy one never show. Masum grow and Shani Panos no at Timbia Maya. Willy and we chow. So one certain things like we said, if you've not felt it before or realized it's close or big car, you might not understand it.
No, it's different.
Very far different.
We have played it, we have coached it. We have teaching, we've done everything about it. It's different. In Tiama, I think the FA Cup will still have something on the league. Because Media must have a game with Dreams FC. Again.
Yeah.
The Mediama airball. I think there will be a trend, but a game. I think we are going to see a very final game. I better say a champion team with an underdog team.
So now it's Dreams vs Nations.
Dreams vs
FA Cup final.
Finals. So and they will term Nations as underdogs, and this will be referred to as champion because they have that trophy before. So they want to confirm it if they can win it again. And Nations' opportunity to go to Africa, they've been looking for
only routes
because league need they are out. They are even struggling to make sure they don't step down into the relegation zone. And I'm just hoping this accident doesn't affect the league because one should not postpone Chelsea fish against Mediama next week.
And most likely they will postpone
it will change the chemistry of the league because Chelsea soon lie very well. So we'll urge station owners, radio owners, they can save the country. It should be research based. It should be knowledge based. You understand? It shouldn't be friends and cronies. Not be analysis, also your analysis. No. It's different. It's a different world altogether. Let's bring the best out of everybody. I have learned video, before I started video analysis, my teachers were at Choco, who have never attended school. They've never attended school, but when they do video analysis projection for you, when you pick your own, like you said, the left and the right are the same, but they cannot tell you how it works, but they can tell you how to mark a player. It's now they are watching video. Now what you see. So some of us learned from the streets. Then we added the other knowledge to it. Then we became complete. So they can tell you how to stop a mistake, but they can't tell you the angle, the obtuse angle, the acute angle. They cannot tell you that. But they can tell you that when a mistake is on this day and it's starting from here, this is how you mark him. If you give him this space, he shoots, you will get a goal. So we go to such places, then we acquire knowledge from them. Then we come to polish that knowledge with the academic knowledge to the street knowledge. Then we pour it out to everybody. So if radio itself will sit back and does not sit back, we will not be able to do the correction. Because we have good listeners. I always tell you, Ultra Radio here, Kai Obi Onima DHL, Obi Abroba Channel, Obi our classmate, now crown him a dear channel, Obi also knew a dear channel, and Obi dear on him she into the GDO. It's all the time you are doing presentations, satisfy for a category of people. What you should say should sound good for the professor and sound good for the layman. But if it's only the professor that understands you, you are in danger. I would rather prefer for the layman to understand me, before the professor or anybody in administration can go and find out themselves and can read themselves. But those who don't have opportunity to read, one, who cannot read, who don't have the means of reading, who cannot go on the internet, you should be their internet. So I think, sir, when we all started that, it's not magic. Sports has never been magic. Sports has always been a bit of tradition, a bit of where you come from, a bit of then the science aspect of the game, because of the human, the kinetic energy, all the energy, all the forces. What we are seeing now, it was sports. How to be the centrifugal, the centripetal forces and all that thing. When you come to biology, you know, what we call the ATP and all those things. Wow. These are things we need to understand. These are where some of us can mention without looking at any book or anything. These are near my debate together. Whatever sports does will give us employment and good employment. And once the employment is good and we start making money, people will not be at. We don't hate yourself because quite the bet so. And I bet I'm hitting him. It doesn't make sense to him. But I think we need to develop, we need to brighten the corner where we are. So I think Anunika Crab last time coaching the Marco Fan yes, because they've gone through the credentials. Because your credentials now, it speaks well. Which any age now will you be able to mount the work very well. I have seen coaches when they come with certain age, Juman Kasakasa will do age be I think once again, thank you. We last time go back to Aduma by again and Abbas, being a young president. I'll tell him after the show, there's more to talk about and we have more to do. He should keep his head above the waters and honor himself, always energetic, and they've been able to direct affairs in our absence. I work as a technical director, but in our absence, if you watch their video, you feel these guys are doing very well. But I think this season, we're going to work very hard, including myself and all of them. And we need to get the results and make sure we change the fortune and do our business very well. I think I will tell them we should go to the Tonaton business.
Tonaton business. Okay.
Because we pay for everything, virtually everything. So why do I develop for the country?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me develop and sell.
Quote Vicente Abiu and Oten in Kano and check Yebura, this is what you don't know Nimu. Na yeti a futu sempa edi free Professor Ike Wallace. Goodie clutch obey bibia kama edi amaya maminke kai messages nibi YouTube Asempa 94.7 FM abegu ono mo se bebre Ebenezer Kwe say good morning Mr. Pablo. I'm doing the listening live from LA. Los Angeles, United States of America, and LA. It's Alabadio. Ebenezer Kwedi onudo Los Angeles. No makani. Coach say la nsusu ya LA. We are Los Angeles. Fifi Benji and also say the diasporans should all be made to learn our national anthem, which motivate and give us the fighting spirit. And also Nedia no nsana amisti na okase players bi o hono ma omo no Ghana ha no mo no ya nwo mo ha ne ade nti o say osua we no omusua ye national anthem na bia ye spirit no be wura wo mo and also ne dia ode aba eno no Kwesi Mark Kwesi Mark I say I agree with you on all the submission, but these are from the supporters' point of view and discussion. For this reason, why we have managers to make the best of decisions from these discussions. Okay, and also Nidia or the Abanono. Okay, Fifi Benji asan the Ababio or say all the players should learn. Okay, my medica can say was I copy and paste and I say the Abba Benjamin and also say hello Super Asiamah International. I'm doing the listening live from Adolso. Greetings to Misty Noble and Professor Ike Wallace and also Nadia and no Kwesi Mark or say well spoken. I'm Misty from phobia mayor. Okay yate auntie say I missed it or say watching live from Antwerp, Belgium. Okay, George Kwame or say otie edie Belgium or here live SITA edie free Belgium Antwerp and also no Thomas Doche or say Ghana police service are you cool and now it is left with the killer of Francis Frimpong Poli to be arrested. Ghana, justice delay, justice denied. Tong and also the about Thomas Jocheno. No, I say Salasi James Asiamah. Honestly, in Ghana now, no more traditional clubs. Kwesias Kokumasias and Tekotoko and Accra folk, everything basa. Both clubs need serious deliverance. So tone or need any tone the onkonya no hokra ibra jowo bojumano pa jowo bojumano na mame ensan enfan free hanom Alaji Nuru Bremen so ye bruta pa Alaji Nuru Bremen so ye bruta pa hey messages no bubluja have you rena de yanya pamuno wow do message abano have you rena ya pamono pa Saudi Arabia for ma pamono nti sana eno so etie ewo ho no mo nkrofo si yenkofa no ne ade a nso no nkosiaga tetefo ibi abeba ba ma ya kase yenkofa wo mo ne ade nso angosi taw nti no have you renande ono de wanya ko work up na nya de ni so no ebeko akwa bobi ewo ho no mo enche ya de this is what you don't know no ba na minyanka miwie mi messages yi wa o minyanka miwie ya pa obi nso ye na yi pa wo ho no see good job bro watching you live from London Croydon ana pani Croydon okay Croydon London is a blue for no mo fan show ni agro kra o I say good job bro watching you live from Croydon okay and okay onu ni din de Abuja okay Abuja okay Fidel Nuno Fio and also said Dreams FC would definitely win the knockout this year okay MTNFA Cup no say obe win sana say of actually insightful analysis by the panelists Fidel and also the other by I don't know okay or say Salasi James Asiamah Thomas Doche no say OTA live at the from USA we no see the Delaware or Delaware I Misty Noble what mean change there enje ho nyina e ba gwa ho international data so we as the international data enje kura Vicente Abiu top notch analysis we if James and so e ho no ma James in 3 ono so ne dia o dia ba no Togbe Nanani Vicente Abiu please what is the meaning of DNA in football please the coach was it DNA in football the Togbe ni
DNA identity
okay
like glycolic acid
okay
it is a where BBC or has here na ye share na bibia na ebuso for per still is a way to pick the ashes and get example where I was sitting. Then they will be able to take everything. So it's your biological structure. Determine with generation, with background, with feedback. It is all the babo more. The way your best structure your game. So I mean, if you're strabana, if you will banana, you best share cry. So I didn't want you win tea, and I traded 2 days. Now as I pick. Yeah, then your fake one be higher.
Oh, okay.
I will prejudice. I will prejudice. Say that thing was not naturally written. Anytime in a day I can say it boldly. It was not naturally written. Okay. Unless you've never read other DNAs. But we should look at it back and pick the best out of it and rewrite it again. And you rewrite it again. I say Chama teams yeah. Oh be a team be I can say a teacher na a chama. Now I'm starting as part of your foundation. So elsewhere the DNA is given to. The DNA doesn't stay with the national team, but it's distributed among everybody. Now they are developing from your school team. So the DNA includes your school team. Even all the community games are here born in Asiamah.
Okay. Intino coach ayane kama and so messages in the anya grow. We also defeat Tamale Sami. Or defeat Tamale Sami. I say good morning to you all. Coach is really experienced. Really experienced. No so no. Or say he have all the knowledge about the football. You see something in Ghana, those who knows the right thing will not be selected, and that is bringing us down. So we have to do something about it. Okay, Sami. And so at the end, no. Doche Williams, I say from Asikesu. I say yes, true. I missed it. Tell them all. And also, no. Good morning, Ima. Chelsea need to beef up their squad with experience instead of potentials, because you could clearly tell they lost because of inexperience in their attacking force. This is Terry texting from Tema, and also Nedia or De Ebaye. And say hi, good morning. I am Delta, listening live from Achimota. Keep the fire burning. And also Nedia Obia Boa for O City. Okay. We are doing the listening at Urem Esikafo. Okay. Esikafo Mantem. Urem Esikafo Mantem. Ye ebisu o mikro matibio nso Esikafo Mantem. And so ewo hono monti. And also Nedia Ode Aba Enono. Messages in the door. So I say hi Pablo Ima. I am okay. Amenyo I Amenyo do you or Virginia US. Rafael Amenyo champion man or kana semno writer and or kana semno. They also writer but Samuel. Okay. Happy heaven. Okay, Legon. And or the buyer or your bruta pa. Okay. I say this is Ahmed Tema. I say I missed you. You are right. Ghana we hail the deaf. Okay, and also Makainti and say Matimia you winning in if you want to call Professor Honomo na futu semono ya kakra e de free honomo. Yeah, ba enti normal no medical catch wa person WhatsApp group no join no and also text message yeah ba no dey chro hi ana add me keke 0551 22 48 22 0551 22 48 22 obetimi aye no me de waka group no yegusu dos enche group no emu baye ma enti no kan ho na yemfa ho sise mu na se enche ye be di bet sa also yegusu esise enu anim difo no enti ye be di bet ne sa na story se ko twiko breman first to know na say bibia kama 0551 22 48 22 0551 22 48 22 na chese bibia aye kama enso ewo hono mo Professor Ike Wallace agudie krache oye bibia ede amaye. This is what you don't know. Why are they bebre a blame we do. Say Professor Ike Wallace, or this is what you don't know. Ede aba. Professor, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Pacho apomo te saying.
Yami aduma bibia boko.
Yeah, that tridi ampo nyankopon ase pa. That tridi ampo nyankopon ase. Ya twenwo amene ho ntasu nso ache pa.
Ye bede radi ase.
Ami
say INP. Na adum ene ne mubro ho nti. Na so yasan hyemu ha biu. Boni bia nkan. Na menye sure se boni bia so enim.
Da bida.
Na nyumtuni bi nyumo to yoseme pese mesa mechia ko wiase mu biu. Nti mesre mo banbo. Nti erade enkoso amfasa banbo ya dum no. Enfandom ye. Nkomo no doso. Na mekase me bo a metia ponkoma be say
you're listening to the
only
nomenclature with the professor.
Metia ponkoma continuous symmetry you see metia ponkoma sa 20 years. But really the
keep it locked.
Nti mechichim kakra so na ne between the abane area ba na manfo sena nema esi ekoso em se na ehuzana o na ehuzana but asem nka ho asem ye asa so de mu mpe kokra na ehuzana what I say the triumphant entry what I say no fajeme first na Asempa FM kufudia wa he enu na ko fo mrante no munya gwete kakara so me so mu kwa bo ni bia what I say o madua ne de ba benim se guso ha me ko ha che what I say ntu hia me a what I say frem fasa atwa ni abo ni bia what I say na nyame na ne pra no abusia baabi a wo bia no ka me ho ate na me mo nkomo kakra na medana na kwa me Bensfield ase in fact the support of the man no immense great one bache no na minihwi ameka so se meko mekukom na ya na mabompa ya ma no so ne bache na ha me se ya na me mebu me pese meka no pete mu sisi na obonsam emmefa no nsum one bache no ti meko mekukom a me bompa ya ma no me to so abompa e dia ma no entina na no da otu fa figan ha one kind okupi ma bocha na eto bombo no onim ye ya otimi bedu ha so bi
mpa ye ni bi no
na se onim ai ebi aka o hostel a muguso ha but only wetin afa ho a bedu so ne pache no ntino nyame ba be ye no wada se bibia nso ni ho a e wa asasi so nyame ntini so ase ha ko no bo ni wi ase ana o ye ni o so ye na when God is asking you to dress properly. Say, that no many madam be encounter be. You can say encounter yana man for other be encounter say there be ngitahudi. So ne bache na interaction. When ne bache na mo can encounter be say bia woni ni nya problem there ngitahudi. Na so for us abo rasta. Ini so won be that.
So for yeah
who be that
bebre so for no abo rasta I say so for abo rasta kusu na sim ko for ban page so TikTok na rasta no asem no mo ye de omoka na ohu problem bia with onu problem bia with ne rasta na abo no so I say onu problem bia with ne rasta na abo no na mamisi sudi ase rasta anya bone so na ewiase mu se yakase sisi hu ya obi anya we you obi andidi watem ye se obi awtwam I man what are the when you dress well you understand you the kind of things that the kind of favor that you attract it is not easy very bad enye easy ntina friends say you no fit afo bi say ye hu na e fi oba e botum die ipa no ebeti hu botum
Asempa botum ye
so ne ba che so beti aye ya obotum so obeti hu botum na ejina eyesena ne ma ede esi e ko so wo hu nti so ntia toto ho ne ma yi a ebeti ahadwen pa
o man pa reflect pa
skade wanyeska
okay,
but trust them. Can say for the poor they shall continue to remain among men. Here force because one at in terms. So I say, say we trust him there. Say him to the answer. You say ya the party, but almost who we say when the patch ni abano no. I pay a better a Ghana food na say. Ya de we are since so na ya de nyame say I na dom ne pɛne ne mɔbɔ hu ti asan pim adwuma yɛde nkɔmmɔ ɛba na mehwɛ nim sɛ some of the squad aba. Yes. Some squad nkakra. Maybe a squad many brief. Na piano na ko bia anya de. Asempa FM de emfata. And that's why people snap almost a twa obese na tanfo hu se na aduane e odini wa se onu so du ho wa rechi ho ene ho nkoni aba. Ah wa twa opadanse e. What I say open memories of ASI good train na de. Atu na nya bibia. So I say, but what tell this anyway now? Any bibia fam. Any bibia fam. But who won't tell you no? Who say biano no? What I say? Who be din a shop of roba so near the any photo at the tour. It's a very interesting story. And I'm media by no pay no. Yanko Sara, Yanko Germany. Yanko Germany. Na Kobe the scavenger. Okay. Ewa kwentu. Yeah. Obiti aboyan kumomo. Many yesu nyame ba kojo Asempa FM ani bonesu ebubu fisu bai eni bi fisu rutim kanse oyini medoba oso ya wekatis oyini medoba oso many oyini medoba oso many inti John the Baptist so e ba je na John the Baptist adwuma na osa ye ni na no what say ye wo eye river and cobra ye wo tano ne ade John the Baptist esa akobo yesu esu e Jordan mu what I say rivers ni na e ma say those days in river na ne ade anko bia o Jordan mu na kobo nti je no e very significant e o say ne ma esi okoso hwe mu ne se na ne ma esi okoso tim se je no e wo a lot of significance na ukuma sanhwe ma ne se yesu ni nuanom esa ye James and John. When I say, I'm so Jena. Na Yesu sase so in the Jumano. Osa ko Jerusalem. Anu see when I say, ko kanya me asem kakra o Jerusalem ho. Na ye hu pa ne say, o gusu e bonu dwumadi a osan ye yi na. Nipa o yi ne man e fe no Judas. Onu so ye je. So say nipo yini man no nti eje no say o lai man na wahwe ni pa Judas na esan Yesu man e woni dwumadi a wo say edi na ni na mu no o kan trosem ne adwuma ye die ni all the other books na yesan wo bibia esan twen eno ya temuda which is judgment anu si eje it's no it looks like J wo fencing a lot of significance wo fencing your religious line him and Ghana crowd samba mu hwese na Mexico so your president so e de John Dramani Mahama so ne va chanti J die obi abon J bia no give it a second look Udi James no. Udi James James Asiamah Sufian pam. Ntino JD kakra no so no. Ya da se ba. JD kakra no so me dia be kan no so on fa chere ha. Ti ne ehwe se na nema esi ekọ chicha hodo a. And also PPM Sinabia, Ubia so ebitimi I very certain I want shisha yedi urban, you know. That was just by the way. So me plethora of very interesting things media gu nkrata so a me bom nkoma obedwane I was na nyama easy ko shisha yedi urban. Na me san hwe se mi kum ewo nanon koma yedi no ewo independence sports no shisha me de buy ni ma. Yes, so I said, this is what you don't know. And I said, a man for between now, this is what you don't know. Miss Atwaswa, my catch order that some for a green say, you proposition, and I say, it did war supposed to know. If you say, I say, a normal. Mr. said, no, there's something that is wrong. Oh, but sometimes we qualify, sometimes we feel, sometimes we win medals, and sometimes also ye ba a home empty-handed. In fashion, and famba. Na me call the historical antecedent of Ghana sports carefully, and me discover some surprising activities via Etienne Sankoso Obama Niama Etienne Koye. In Ghana, near dominated during the 60s and then the early 70s. Ghana had one of the most structured air sports development system in Africa. To be say, so I say, this is not happening by accident. It happened by a pragmatic measures and for the Guakwemu and a boa and maybe do some pempensui. It was a result of a deliberate air national policy introduced here during the administration of Osajefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the first president of Ghana. And the national sports air strategy from 1961 to 1966 and Ghana built a national air sports pipeline. And sports was treated like a national league system. The talent was identified from primary schools, secondary schools, military, and sports air service, civil service institutions acting like development academies. Athletes were not left out on their own. And make a kumase Senan Kumono is your koyo omo intercona omo de boss no na any jepa. But then I say action kwa kudi kumase nkwa. But first no time no the action on Eastern 4 on Western 4 Central on and then cross social media na ba no cuz I didn't ko kujina kumase nkwa.
Who ni wo I mean kai say your time Aziz are winning a greater Accra. Who winning who ba be share Aziz. Who be share we mu. Who be share ni pa bebre. Yeah. Inti problem kakra so ne pache inti that time no primary schools no secondary schools no primary school kwa you open go spiritual kwa na ye kakra e ko ne L4 na primary school ne etene ho de by ne L4 no e ko ya say madam for Gilbert Asante so I say no 200 meters mile wow so I say oba no the fencing beggar dada buy beggar per food ya mano go to side 2 for boys na ba adwe the best school no I say primary and dance my best school when I say Gilbert 2 and 2 when I say it's Gilbert save Pentecost yeah two come Gilbert save Pentecost o two no banachi when I say even at that time we Pentecost Spiritual School crowd na enye betesa na military no ho military na mu a na besu ajama military police form na shi jama pa yeah e wi ase fa na Ghana military mu shi jama bruta zamna abele o zamna na no activities na bua ma niam atime ko sa games na zamna abele o zamna and so one to jama hu to jama pa and so ne nya kra the police service civil servant institutions when I say near Gata ladies no mo bobo Ghana I say Gata ladies I drop by omo Gata ladies when near PNT ladies na budget for when I say I'm bobo akese kuma when I say a friend saying 100 meters guy Clement Hajimamo Seps ne no mu fifi tina sadimo ina go and you expect to say Ghana be Olympic games nya kwajima da ba so I say and go as a result of a friend saying yenye deliberate be about it meaning one lady bia ya de pa within a certain regime na lady epe immigration mu kra opanyi bi sa ya say esan say get na disrespect no say o ma get na enye de enko oni minister no collaborate ya mama get na ankoda nti ne bu oboa ze get na farming oya yi odua pa no abrobe ewo e friend say we ni ba chire ho ba bi so I say abrobe so ne pa che no mate nora no small girl Kumasi girl Nora no 200 meters Nora no so contemplate e no so jam mechanic to because o person connecting na wan hwa na wanti am fan connecting na Nora mi so hwe no me granting interview na masan de futu idea Asiamah no so I say because so hwe era we pa se Nora concentration na ese na so betia she but so betimi transfer say we want Ghana to get here into no so sacrifice not onya way no san fambo Ghana but obi anya sacrifice ni famo Nora empa nursing utim okay fine and the sadia and e be hwe e be boa sua nko what I say na training na didi na G gold medal from Ghana Olympic Games. You don't kill your talent.
So that you don't want to be nursing now. Won't sit back now and regret it. Now, if some motivate other AFN saying, young ladies almost samba. Because just in now, but on a pump, it tends to be almost right. What for phone, please? Can I ask for a favor? Can I ask for a favor? What I say? Mammy and Bobra.
How are you, Cropper?
Guess you want my mom. How are you? What is the next one? I say, can I ask you a favor? Go reply. It just on here. You say, you'll stay here. The kind message, you know, for and take it. I say, what to be back and walk curfew? No messages are kind of. So I know I talk with you. Until what was me send no message about who see me. Because I'm quite so bad. I will only be when I say, I can't have more man tatis. The sense of no more brano, no man tatis, so from Bubema Biquasia. Obia better in the diary. Romance, I was saying, romance come. I will know, I will fully be. Or Jimmy Mano. What I said, no, sir, edgy. First, institutions, one of the institutions almost said, Oklahoma and nursing. In Colabica, kids be almost nurse for, hey, what would do an hour in nursing? And I then I saw her nursing in a friend of your school. Why do they put on? And you see that the nurses and students who have also not taken it upon themselves, say, they change narrative, no? And almost, yes, sir. There are a lot of institutions, I'm for Bomudin. But nursing, yeah, is it a gentry? I cry. Hold on, not a person who just athletics no co. So, ne pachena. Aye, who call hospital. What I say is beautiful like see a month for experiences no more encounter or hospitals are sad. Oh, sad. But Florence Nightingale or the nursing by no. What I say, hospitality, people should have, I say, a calling cry. Yeah. What I say, during interviews, you process the before nursing, and see who say, oh, what to make this demonstrative trade be a chess, oh, sa calling, no. And yes, be a profession. Oh, it can say a cast nursing to oh, be here. Oh, but on your nurse or ton rig online. Oh, one about your ton rig or online. What I say, oh, prune through more expensive social media and to know on to me a day. And shall be around the whole near but I had the man. What I say, remember who nurse near. What I say. You come go for dia. Who knows near? I will say, oh, dear, Bobby, well, say, patience in Hannah Green. I'm not finished the idea. Oh, you know, I didn't go to media. But I say, only about that. So I say, only Satimano. Yeah, man, who means you and I try to be should be so. Oh, not one less to make us name is Rumuja. You understand? Why is the waiting who come out? By your uncle form, of course, she will be. Because what I say, this was baby, oh, hobby. And I never mean you be, oh, hobby. And I be only a bit fear the Baba, because you can't for soon as soon. But I say, I also call. There is a salary for survivor. Ah, for survivor. So survivor mood is activated. Until Ubu, few times share nest at the sergeant, you know, as a corporal, and one is on cause Bianca or near tree. Sonny Patchen, you couldn't pay more now. And I think that the institution to take it upon themselves. And so, professional Kwabucha, may show a more Buchet, you know, in him say one of the professional Kwabucha. Well, it didn't as I discuss Crabby and Sabro be a caregiver, but you be a nurse. Because in America, when him say one patient bears to 10 nurses. You understand? But how bad they are in Tessa, go for a professional. But a very wonderful Florence Nightingale did sign shares from Kunabano, one with the buy. Until there were civil services institutions and almost your Hajis person. These institutions acted like development academies, at least were also left on the were not left on their own. What I say, they had government salary structured air training camp offense and camps and normal national air competitions systems no were critique a continuous air talent air pipeline. Now a grown crop from the grassroots. What I say, international level. The golden era no because of the systems that Ghana once upon a time. Oh, Africa's strongest exporting nation because of systems and there to Oba boxing man, you produce world champions. They say Azuma Nelson, Ike Bazooka Kotemo, Joshua Klotemo, Omu dominance no. Started earlier. between 1957 Ghana nyafa hodie and the late 70s no Ghana produced more international ranked air boxers than many of the African countries no combined African countries in Abuma Ghana yankwa boxing produce more you sure say many penny eko asma etimi or trouble fufu nyame adoma me pen de beba wa be kan book no asem na afia manfo etimi se ho yes kwa sam pen ka kenkan o send you message na ewa kakra bi more than 3 lines e bo so o so kan o kan asma che don kan kura kai
Asempa FM
Hana do o prof Hana be do no this is why Accra, what I say, and the name Accra became globally known as the boxing air factory. Football supremacy. Ghana football also became a continental powerhouse. What I say, the national team, the Ghana national football team, no, won African Cup of Nations among for back 1963, 1965, 1978, 1982. Clubs is Kotoko, and it has were strong among teams or more continents so yeah athletes any Olympic medals now no me hwe ba ko bi enya sam ketwa ai baton ni change no enya sam ketwa red gold green Ghana athletes no but in those days so Aziz Zakari mo
we are back in 1968. That team that won in Jamaica.
Very good, Jamaica.
That topic 5 years ago.
Yeah, very good. No man for him. I hear mu. Like I hear.
Ghana is in lane 8.
Lane 8. The boy when you come ha.
You boy video. And we won that race.
Tell us and get oh. Come. Yes, was here 69. Yeah. Ka crab in 70 days retirement na ekono. What I say? Retirement na ekono.
Retirement dey recorded at 60. Retirement dey recorded 60 kura. Ntino sana tie yeko ye bia ahoma no de ato na wa frɛ na wo so no wa kyerɛ wa dwen 0302216545 0302216546 ina 0548955947 ubetimi afrɛ na wo so no de wa dwen kyerɛ ede aba jowo yekono na OMG Soccer Fest 2026 we Kwapem South and I just say shase efia de twam ye na bibia shase kama we qualifying stage and I just say mpanifo ashase a omahihye bibia kama and also no etimi ekọ so ewo Kwapem South OMG just say all boy djuma papa omu boy djuma OMG Mr. Osei Mensa Joseph OMG Osei Mensa Joseph OMG and a Daniel in team omu nyina omu boy djuma papa na 38 matches 31 teams and our towns and participate Kwapem South municipality no emupa nti wo municipal we mu na chese bibi we ekoso anese ni jesom papa 38 matches ene hwe ni se betimi atodwa a chese zone no anyasam ketwa kra Friday no matches a etodwa no mame muboso kakra ya na wonso watimi akwa dego omone ahyeresu eboye na dego hye miensa ma ahyeresu antumi ante fahiakọ enso etena se ema obucheri ehye mo baako omantimi ante dego esan eba be hye fahiakọ 40 ena ahyeresu ehye mienu ema obucheri enso ete kanu baako fahiakọ esan etena ho ema ahyeresu ehye mo kamienu a omo antimi ante ena obucheri enso ene dego enso ebo 00 na se nkronkro ebo ho no ebi na mebobo so no eno zone 7 zone 6 no zone 6 ehwo no na table nini nti dego ewo 7 points ahyeresu ewo 7 points obucheri ewo 4 points fahiakọ ewo eni ababia ewo ho no monti sana eno so etie zone 7 host no pakro zone 7 no no host pakro omo so no results ni pakro esemienu ema obosono enso no ete kanimu baako pakro ene tabankro enso ebebo 00 na obosono enso ene tabankro ebebo 0-0 ewo hono mo nti Tabankro ewo 4 points, Pakro 4 points, Obosono eni ababia ewo hono nti qualified teams no ahwerase ono ene beye host ena Nsechi ono na ye defending champion ono so no ewo hono mo Dago ena ahweresu na Tabankro omo ena say oma qualifier yehwe ni mu se tournament proper no ankasa ebe shase ewo bra ahwerase host no July 3 ekosi July 5 3rd July ekokosi 5th July ena chese ebetodwa nti OMJ Foundation na se tournament no soccer fest no ena chese mede ehonsam de ama nti OMJ Mr. Osemensa Joseph anchi aso confirm 19 bibia ebe kama zonal qualifiers ena zone 4 no Dumpon Kwaminto na Boadaka ena Yaudodu omunyina chese omugina ma ene focus no Sunday chese no so no etudwa kama ohono ma mede amount 0302216545 0302216545 Joel obi aba homa no so wahu yeko hello dini sana dabi wantimi anyina so pum de yani na jai adwuma ye papa quickly no na se the room hello dini sana aka sa free fan
Ibrahim Dama ni kase tu asana
oh we brutal wate
pato ni pese pension wala tumbuwa no asindi asina adia ni mitewu last I qualify for World Cup. Let's say a cup teaching one by this time. Why? Media times looking a part of the problem. Under 12, under 15, under 17. During that time, they say can't teach it ourselves. But they say coach ourselves now, but it is them some we say the opposite teach ourselves. Why? It was with my family.
Okay. Yansu ya da se pa se ode wadwe nkyere ede aba ubetimi afre 0302216545 0302216546 hello dini sana akasa free infam hello dini sana akasa free infam hello okay wantimi anyina so quickly no ya kwa no na ya the gospel jam no enso atoaso de ama we be bonyo pa we if odifo I say birthday happy birthday enko emfama Emmanuela amintomebo Emmanuela Adepa Boachi Yiadom Emmanuela Adepa Boachi Yiadom your birthday ena odifo humble commentator say yenwe show happy blessed birthday nyankopon nshira no nya kwatenten oma kwatenten na dim kwatenten me na school awukọ no so no yero ho na beye paninkase pa ewo man konkono Ghana mu hanu mu we enso efi padibotwe obi aba hello dini say na aka say free fan yes sir
International man.
Yes sir
Your friend Manu 25.
Okay
But no Ghana thing for almost the different
okay.
Like we have people who can like take I don't know. We are wasting it. I don't wish to happen, but when these guys go now before we say, oh, Ghana for the I don't know what is wrong with us. We have someone who is ready and who will be able to help the system.
Okay.
Someone like Coach Abdul. I don't know what I don't know what are they doing? What are they doing without football?
Okay.
Huh? I mean Ghana no the NAU.
Kaka Yaminti.
Hey, kaka.
Okay.
Uganda.
Yadase inti no so no inti no Joel ye we nso so no padibotwe say happy birthday enko emfama nanahema Charlotte Gatti o say efri wo ma ene wabusuafo ehonomo na wonamfofo ne obi biara a oben o so onyankopon nhira na onya wo kese o ma wa hoden ene nkwatenten wabra udi wo birthday no enti Nana Hema Charlotte Gatti happy blessed birthday enko emfama. Hello dini sana akasa free infa. Oh okay mpacho we de obema wan no akosoro kakra de amaye why na kasa no wo fom yanko. Hello. Oh, we're free, so the line, emunye kra, emunye. Hello, Dini say na kasa free fam.
Hello, your friend is Samuel. Pablo Aima.
Yes, I.
Free North Lagos.
Oh, Salasia. Yabi Salasia.
Pablo Aima.
Salasia.
You do a age money na.
That's
age money na. Hey, they say El Central Campus de Cretivo. So na ti honeymoon na odi ya na say.
They say Virginia, United States of America.
The honeymoon na otwa. And the writer originally. Yeah. Well, I'm come out so sharp. And city e sha na by 2-1.
Oh, sir.
Me pese city G Premier League because of Antoine Semenyo.
Okay. Point now free ban so yeah pa.
Yes. And secondly, Ghana for Casa too much.
Oh, sir.
Coach ya power na enche in 2 weeks. Coach men keke ball. You know who the plans. You know who the BBI. You know who the results. Like and so coach I want keke ball. Then I was a can in the money the panel.
So obi anka bonem fa ne ho ye. Ana was pop no one.
Like too much. Ghana for I was a hard time. I was a you lower your expectation. Even Spain for Crankas or Mokwaji World Cup. Brazil for Crankas or Mokwaji World Cup. Ghana for young quantity as a Mokwaji World Cup. Even last Afcon, ya qualify Afcon, your continental cup of cry, ya qualify. No whole World Cup the Mokwaji. Ghana for your Pekasa too much. I was a lower expectation. Too much. Mr. Ghana for Mukasa Dodo. How can you judge someone on KK ball like even crying like on name on the squad here?
Okay.
And so much I say judge, you know.
Okay, that's it.
Okay. You Pekasa too much.
Okay.
Too much.
And then obi ha chere na adwen ha enti jo ye time na so I say happy birthday we fi Benedict Ochreyebo say happy birthday and confirm Adom Asabia wanya 4 years from ne mame and ne papa Mr and Mrs Edu Yeboa Mr and Mrs Edu Yeboa omo say Adom Asabia 4 years awudi onyankopon kan ho na onya okese. And so ewo honum nti happy blessed birthday and confirm Adom Asabia and so nti no sana and also etie odifo yi wansane ama o ba bia akwhye mi hunu kura odifo ade mi hu kura odifo wade mi hu san twama me nti yeko Prophet Albert Asinyini Ejakwa. Me papa ba kope. Me papa ba kope. Onwa ne bra penny. Chief Inspector Dr. Nana Ayimedu Brimpong the third retired. Just Dr. Augustine Kwache Ejakwa. Ne 1 year anniversary no. Adia say etimi akoso kama Prophet Albert Asini Ejakwa onwa ni nua pani se eya papa onyankopon kan ho pa breadin mu onyankopon onkan ho pa abla o celebrity a legacy of wa nua pani Chief Inspector Nana Ayimedu Brimpong the third Nyankopon kan ho papa Prophet Albert Asinyini Ejakwa Paramount House Chapel International Koforidia Paramount House Chapel International Koforidia panikasia oda no epa no me papa no nti na chese bibia fine odifo enso Diamond Excellence Awards we a 5th edition 2026 Enoch Akotei ono ejinemu pa nominee code no HX5U radio commentator of the year and I just say ya nominate odifo Enoch Akotei intino oba dial star 713 star 73 ash star 713 star 73 hash na chese wono wa dial ya no akwako bo nominee code me bo ma wo se eye HX5U no na wo de ahye honomo nti wo de hye honomo na wa vote number of times o pese won to aba no emfama no to aba no ba kwa 1 cedi 1 cedi nti number of time no na chese wa ye ne kama enso wo honomo eye umomomu ena ebete edi efri nti no voting no ende enche kura 25th April yai ena voting no and into Diamond Excellence Awards 2026 5th edition Yamomodiani and Tuabano and Fama Enoch Akotei the humble commentator Odifo na ondi best radio commentator of the year no ondi mu enkunimu epanti and also no sana and also etie ewo eho no nti yedisi na yede gospel no enso ede amount ewo honomo koyoyo circle mayor koyoyo otompaboa wo circle you brutal pa koyoyo koyoyo oye brutal pa oye bibia fan enso ewo honomo ena Mariam Ameliaba Mariam grandma no mo ono so edi ni birthday kama oko school Adabraka Presby Mariam kama pa intino ameje so James Asiamah ubetimi afram international Aima ote Amisti Nobonka ote nana Kwame Bensford enso enka ena Coach Vicente Abiu ni nyina ote omonka ena this is what you don't do Professor UK Wallace ono so no ote ye ze no so no etwaguye kama enso ho Joel edeme call live on Facebook odifo enso eboa no kama ene ebo no miensa Avenue 2 yede bibia ede ebeba na nyame bo china the ultimate sports show no so no yede bibia ede abansem okotwi kura brema nyina no yede ebemamo na ebo 1 to 2 fire for fire Patrick Osei Ajamai countryman songo ono so no ede obeko na chese 1 to 2 na ewo Asempa hai na Adum TV no aye 10 to 11 anwumere intino kai na hye no so na anwumere ewa Asempa no so no ebo 7 to 8:30 eno ebeye Professor UK Wallace agudie krache sports night yede be mawo ansana bibia nso atoa so akwakosi 10 intino tamujuku bibia o ekosi sen nyina ewo ho no mo nyame boa o kyena nti ye wone pa edemam na emu enne no so no esa asole na intino di ameje so ye James Asiamah betimi afram international ama ye gospel kakra back to back gospel ama nso